Silver, #1 newest, fastest growing investing channel, where we invest in precious metals, cryptocurrency, and stocks. Don't do nothing with bonds, okay? I don't believe in investing in bonds. Maybe in another time in the future, or at a time in the past. And also options trading, okay? We do AI stocks, Bitcoin miners, precious metal stocks mainly. Okay, so we're going to talk about the price of silver today and how high I think it could go, and how long that's going to take, you know, because the price of silver is really accelerating. Hey, what's up, G? First one in. Appreciate that. I don't even want to wake, dude. I want to keep sleeping, but duty calls, you know. I got to keep getting those subscribers up. I'm trying to I don't want to disappoint you guys. I want this channel to grow. I want to make it an amazing spectacle. I want to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. No, I just want to act like I don't know the people that have hurt me or tried to hold me back. Other people, I'm going to act like I know them, obviously. So buy Pepe coin. Let's go, Pepe. Yeah, the price of Pepe. Dude, I don't have any money right now to buy Pepe. Damn it. You son of a gun. You always got to remind me about Pepe, and I don't have enough money to buy it. All my money is tied up in gold and silver, platinum. I can't even buy Pepe, bro. I already bought Pepe, but I need more. What am I going to do? I could sell a couple of silver stocks that I'm ahead on, buy a little bit of Pepe. But yeah, I'm going to figure it out, dude. I'm going to get some more Pepe, okay? I think we still got time. We still got time to purchase Pepe. It's not going to skyrocket just yet. We got at least a couple of months, probably. Yeah. At least a month or a couple of weeks, you know. All right, guys. Which is better, Shiba Inu, Ethereum, or Shibarium? Well, Shibarium is the Shiba Inu network. Those are one and the same, as far as I know. And Ethereum, I don't like Ethereum because it's overpriced. It's like you know, you have to look at the market cap. Ethereum has already blown up. It's already had its move. And yes, it could go to 6,000, 7,000. That's my prediction on Ethereum. 6 to 7,000. Look, I know that seems weird, 6, 7. But yes, I've always said that. Even before 6, 7 was popular, I said Ethereum could go to 6 to 7,000. Okay? Long before 6, 7 came out. So that's got nothing to do with the 6, 7 number. But I like Shiba Inu. Because what if Ethereum doubles? Who the hell cares? Shiba Inu is going to do way more than that. And Pepe is going to do way more than a double. And Ethereum, I don't really expect it to do more than a double. It could, but probably take a lot longer. I think if you want the fast money, you want to get rich quick, Shiba Inu and Pepe, you know, are two good options, you know. Not financial advice. Yeah, 6, 7, yeah. ICP is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies, guys. You already know that. And I had this thing on because I was sleeping. And when I sleep, I wear this. That's the only reason I had that on, okay? Why I still have it on, that is questionable. And the price of silver today is skyrocketing. I got to put up a thing on this video so people can find it. It's a live. Here we are, guys. We're live. I'm in the big time now, dude. I'm a big time YouTuber. Maybe not yet, but this is from yesterday, but I think it's still okay. Nope. Silver and gold are hitting record highs. Record highs, guys, on the price of silver. We're going to take a look at the silver chart, and I'm going to give my predictions. Yeah, 6, 7, which is better? Shiba, ICP, or Lee Priest? I'm going to have to say ICP. Great question. I'm the perfect guy to answer that question, too. But yeah, Shiba Inu is better. I mean, ICP is the best, and then Shiba Inu, and then Lee Priest. But all three of those are good. Lee Priest is out on YouTube. He's got some good weightlifting advice, okay? He's one of the most insane genetic specimens of our day. He's right up there with Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, okay? Arnold. Is it too late to buy silver? Are you too late or are you early? We're going to talk about that today too, so long as I remember. Silver. But I'll just tell you right now in case I forget. I don't think it's too late. We may eventually run into a temporary top and it may sell off a little bit, yes, but obviously silver is going to $300, $400 an ounce. And this is going to take a little while, yes, but we should see $100 probably in the first quarter of 2026. And if we don't see it in the first quarter, then we'll see it sometime. You know, I don't know what the plan is. The elites they're gonna pump it up. You know, they're gonna pump it up. I don't know how high they plan to pump it up. You know, silver will be manipulated higher. Just how much higher in the short term? I don't know. Maybe 100, 120. There's I don't know. Nobody knows. What's up, Big John? My boy Mark used to call me that. Yeah, looking jacked. Thank you. But right now I'm a little bit depleted because, as I said, yesterday I crashed out from overwork, which I fear that's going to happen again very soon. But it's okay. Every time you crash out, you just get back up. So yeah, I crashed out. I hardly ate any food. Hardly ate any food at all the day before yesterday, and then yesterday I hardly ate any food as well because I come up, I go on here, I cook a little bit. But yeah, silver is skyrocketing. It's over $70 per ounce, guys. This is insane. Silver, gold, crypto investing. So we'll take a look at some stocks too, obviously. I'm going to take a look at First Majestic. First Majestic Silver. That's one of the best silver miners, okay? Another one is Hecla Mining. And I'm going to be telling, now that these stocks that I predicted on my Patreon have gone up, now I'm going to tell the general public, you know. Before I keep these good stocks for the Patreon members, but now I'll just start telling the general public about some of these, okay? Not all of them, obviously, because I still need people to join my Patreon, because I still got to make a living. I got to put food on the table. I got to feed the kids that are not yet born, you know. I got to start saving up for that, you know. I got to save up that cash, get rich, so that all our food's going to be covered for the rest of my life. I don't have to ever work again for food. I want to work because I like to work. Not for money, but because I enjoy it, you know. I do enjoy working, like working with you guys, but I don't enjoy working a 9 to 5, you know. Who does, you know? When did you first know you were GAY? I'm not. I work today, yes. I just happened to wake up early. I think it's, who knows, maybe I didn't eat a lot of food. So that's why my body has more energy, because your body wastes a lot of energy processing a lot of food. And maybe because I crashed out and I kind of stopped eating. And that's why I have the energy today. I woke up. I just had to wake up. And I looked at silver and I was like, so yeah, we'll check out the price of silver right now. It just pulled back a little bit. Shoot, $70.32. And yeah, it's just getting going, guys. We're just warming up. It's got a good trajectory. It's going up at a good angle. It's got the momentum. There's a lot more people talking about silver now. Would you buy when the price is up, John? Why would you buy when the price is up? Okay, that's a good question. Why would I buy silver now? Well, if I was a potential investor, if I did not have any silver, I would get some because it may continue to run. But if I already had a whole lot of silver, I would probably cut back a little bit on my purchases, and I'd put a little bit more money into the meme coins, because the meme coins are way down, silver's way up. So I've already loaded up on silver and gold stocks, and options and physical metal. I'm already loaded up on that. So I really don't need any more. I really don't need to buy that much more silver. Yes, I wouldn't mind continuing to dollar cost average, but I believe the majority of our funds now should go to the meme coins. But like I said, if you don't have any silver, get some, because you're going to need some in the future. And silver could keep ripping here, so you better get some if you don't have it. Yeah, that's the best explanation I can say. Hopefully you already have some silver and you're already set for the coming silver rally. And this is not over, this is just the beginning, okay? And many people buy into momentum because what happens when you get momentum? You get more momentum, okay? Once you're already on a good path, you buy it because it's moving up and it's likely to move higher. Something that is moving up, hitting new record highs, is entering price discovery, okay? Silver is in what they call price discovery mode. There is literally no resistance. And I said, when silver goes above $50, there's no resistance. So it's just going to keep on running. So right now we have the excitement. So that's why you buy something that's already up. So yes, if you do not have any silver, I would probably stock up on some. You know, at least you got to get at least 100 ounces per head of your household, okay? So like I say, if you got 5 people in your household, then you got to get 500 ounces. So you got to protect your family, guys. I don't care if the price is up. You got to get 100 ounces per family member. And that's minimum. Okay, so I don't care if the price is up. You just got to get that, first get that initial amount. After that, then I think you could probably scale back your purchases a little bit, like only buy a little bit each month. But you should be buying a lot until you get to that number. Okay? That's very, very important. You got to have 100 ounces per member. I don't care if you're a single mom, if you, whatever. I don't care what your story is. You got to get that 100 ounces. You have to, you know. Just like you have to become a Christian. You know, you have to eat healthy. Most people don't, but we have these things that we have to do. And if you don't do them, there will be consequences. There will be consequences to you ignoring platinum. There will be consequences to you ignoring the price of silver. Mainly, you might stay poor. You know, we're trying to get out of the rat race, guys. You all know this. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get out of my 9-to-5 job. We're trying to get out of that rat race. We're trying to get rich. Okay? We're trying to get jacked. Get jacked and get rich. That's what this channel is all about, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Escape because buying into strength when the data tells us the price is going to continue climbing is a good investment. Yeah, these guys know. A lot of these guys on my channel know. From the border to the sea, Europe must be... Well, do you recommend Bitcoin? I don't make any recommendations. I just tell people, like, you know, I buy silver, I buy crypto, I buy meme coins, I buy internet computer, I buy oil stocks, I buy options on oil stocks, options on silver stocks. I just try to tell people what I do. I can't give a recommendation. But as far as Bitcoin goes, no, I do not like Bitcoin at all. Okay? It would have been a great investment in the past, but now Bitcoin, I believe it will have diminishing returns. I do expect Bitcoin to double in price here. I think that Bitcoin could double in price in 2026 because of the rate cycles, the rate cutting cycles. So yeah, I expect Bitcoin to go higher, but it's going to be overshadowed by everything else, you know. Bitcoin's got diminishing returns. Shiba Inu does not. Okay, Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu will not have diminishing returns. Shiba Inu, it goes dead, and then it pumps big time. And then it goes dead, and then it pumps big time. Guess what it's at now? It's dead. This is when you want to buy it, okay? You got to buy when others are fearful. When other people say Shiba Inu is no good, it's a dead coin, say, okay, give me your Shiba. I'll buy it off you, bro. You know? And of course, you're just going to buy it off the exchanges, but your friends can sell it, and you'll be buying it, okay? Ounce of what? Oh, silver and platinum and gold. At 50 ounce. Thanks, John. See, this guy bought it at 50 bucks an ounce. You basically bought the breakout. It looks like you're saying you bought silver at 50 bucks an ounce. See, you're smart. Most people that I know, they said 50 was too much. And I told you guys every step of the way, people were selling silver every single step of the way because they thought it was topping. There's people that just hate silver. Like I said, there's people that want silver to go down. They don't believe in it. Okay? These people will be converted and silver will go higher. Okay? All these people that hate on silver, they're going to be buying silver and they're going to be paying a lot of money for it, okay? For us people that love silver, we got a good deal. We were buying silver cheaper, okay? $50 is a good price now, dude. Now you're looking like a genius. And other people probably said, oh, $50 is too much. So you're definitely smarter than the average Joe Schmo, as they say, okay? This guy bought the breakout, $50 silver. Bam Margera lost weight. Yeah, guys, I'm back on. No, I'm not Bam, dude. Bam, he couldn't handle the fame. You know, he turned to drinking too much, and he really destroyed his body a lot from the. Yeah, he couldn't handle the fame. You know, I don't think he was that smart. He just got in on something on the ground floor, and he was very funny. But he was never really smart enough or determined enough to stay on the right path. And, you know, he never really got into investing, I don't think. And Bam never got into silver and gold, you know, like I really wanted him to, you know. I will save 100-ounce silver and 1-ounce gold per member of family. Love from Denmark. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what you got to do, bro. Yeah, you could even save an ounce. You should have 100 ounces of silver per family member and 1 ounce of gold per family member. And those are bare minimum numbers. Okay? But that's not financial advice because the price could drop back down. We could have a correction, and it looks like we are having one right now. Gold just went down a little bit. Yeah. Gold was up to 44.97 and now it's down to 44.70. So guys, we just had a correction. The price just went down. See? I can be wrong. The price I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Gold swapped to 25 pounds for my stomach, and I'm also a kid, and my mom's not home. This guy's got a problem with his stomach, I think. What you using that for your dark web purchases? Yeah, I've used Bitcoin for certain purchases. Yes, in the past, but stuff that you're not supposed to really buy. But yeah, that's what when I first bought Bitcoin, it was because there were certain websites that I was using that they only accepted Bitcoin. Because you're not supposed to really buy that stuff, So yes, I was using Bitcoin for nefarious purposes, just like so many other people were. I'm not saying that I'm that much different from other people. I am saying that I'm good at investing in silver and gold, but I'm not some kind of special guy that's perfect. I've done certain things in the past that I'm not proud of. Pumps big time. Economy talk. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Am I still blocked? I don't think so. Did you happen to be on that South Park episode? Hey man, stop tripping, ma. F silver. See, this guy doesn't like silver. He's gonna stay poor. I bought a kilo for like 1,800 3 years ago, for like 18 bucks or 180 bucks. What are you talking about? Got an extra 2 ounces at 55 just to make jewelry. Waiting for the dump. Bro thinks silver's gonna dump. I think, yeah, it'll have a correction, but it's not going to be a big dump, I don't think. The only way silver's going to have a big dump is if it really pops up to like a very, very, very high number. Then it should have like a pretty big dump. But I don't think we're at that point yet. I think silver's still got to go way, way up before that big dump. But if silver has a dump now, it should be relatively small. So, yeah, I want to see that blow off top. I want to see silver really spike up big time, up to like at least 90 to 120, and then I would be looking for a little bit bigger of a crash, it'll be temporary. Every dip in silver and gold is going to be temporary. Over time, gold will skyrocket, okay, and silver will skyrocket. Look at platinum, guys. I just told my one buddy, don't sleep on platinum. You know what he did? He slept on platinum. Platinum is the most slept on metal in history, okay? Too late to get into the silver game. He says we're too late. That's what people were saying before. That's what they said when silver was 35. You're not that same guy, are you? They said when silver was 50, they said it was too late. When it was 60, they said it was too late. Now it's 70 and now it's too late. Okay. I believe you, bro. Yeah, I really believe you. What a fool. I got fools on my channel. This is my life, guys. I got to deal with these guys. Silver's topping. Silver's topping. You've been telling me that for 3 years, bro. You said it was going to go down a long, long time ago. Silver is like gold if it was GAY. I silver 8 years ago. I collected it 8 years ago. He couldn't handle his best friend dying. I'm still gold. I dumped gold at 3,600 under Obama. Yeah, Obama was the worst, bro. Sitting this long, horrid. Sitting this long. Well, I wasn't sitting this long. I just started back in 2021, you know. I really started my silver accumulation and with silver and gold stocks in 2021. So, and then I really mostly went in on a lot of the stocks like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, you know, around there. I was accumulating that whole time. So I haven't really been holding that long, dude. And I'm seeing massive gains, okay? Massive gains. I'm stocked up on guns and ammo. Yes. Smart dude. You should, you know, I believe in having at least one firearm per person, okay? And then probably have a couple extra. Yeah. And you should have a lot extra because firearms may go up in value big time, you know, because I believe we will need them in the future. And when we actually need these firearms, right now firearms are just for fun and they're for hunting. But what about when we actually need firearms? I think you're going to see a doubling in the price of a lot of firearms. The price of guns and ammo is going to skyrocket, okay? Ever take a blank while wearing those covers for your eyes? No, no, no. I don't plan to. He was buying illegal drugs. No. Central banks outside the U.S. haven't held that much gold since 1995. Yeah. You know, central banks everywhere are buying gold. I told you guys, you know, smart money is buying gold. Wake up, buy gold. You didn't listen, you know. Some people listened. But most people aren't going to listen to a guy with a Pokemon hat, you know. And I don't want to make it that easy for you guys. I don't want to come out here in a nice suit. And then, of course, you would believe me. I want you guys to have faith in me, okay? Even though I look like I look like a funny fake gangster, you know. That's how I get my rocks off, looking funny like this, and then having people talk smack. Meanwhile, I'm making all this money. I get a good kick out of it, you know, and have people not believe me, and then they say, "Wow, this funny-looking guy actually does know what he's talking about." You know, that's kind of my shtick. I try to look funny. I try to look stupid, but everything that I say is basically, you guys see what's doing. You guys see what's happening. I told you guys about gold, silver, and platinum. Everything that I say is gold. Let me hold 350 till Saturday. But yeah, the crypto is still down, guys. You know, but I have said, you know, we don't know exactly when it's going to pop, but I think it'll be next year. I think crypto is going to pop next year. Gold is going crazy. No, it's just catching up to where it should be, you know. Gold's only at 44.71. That's really nothing. Because, you know, I think we're going to 20, 30,000. So, to me, gold is just nothing. It's dead, you know. It's only at 4,400. Silver's dead. It'll wake up. It'll wake up and start to hit those 100, 200 levels. It'll wake up. You're getting more people to see it, so it will wake up. All right? Going to trade these silver rounds in today for some copper. Jeez, what a... I wouldn't trade silver for copper, bro. Why don't you just keep your silver and then buy copper? Yeah, dude, I know a lot about copper. I've done so many copper videos. I hold copper. I hold some stocks, okay? I think I put... Yeah, on my last Patreon video, I gave you guys some copper stocks, okay? And some of these are copper penny stocks as well. And there's one of them that's going to be doing well today. Yes, go to my Patreon to get those copper stocks. Let me just check. I'm just curious about what the price is doing on one of my stocks. It's up to $2.83. But yeah, we just broke out too on this one. We just broke out above the key level was $2.51. So we just broke above that, guys. That's a very big signal. Oh, we actually still have to break above about $3.80. So when this stock goes above 380, then it's really going to start to run to $5 to $10, I think. So if you want to get this one, go to my Patreon. I only charge $10 a month, and I think I list 3 copper stocks on there. And I also list gold and silver penny stocks. And then I also put on a couple lithium penny stocks. Yeah, so I've joined the Patreon. It's $10. So far, the people that have joined my Patreon, if they have bought the stocks on my list, they've made a killing. They've made a literal killing. And if you bought option calls on those, then you are beginning to transform your wealth, okay? Guys, I'm all about helping you guys transform your wealth, helping you get to the next level. And I myself, I'm trying to level up. Okay, guys, I'm trying to get rich. Okay? So you are witnessing my story, basically. And everything that I say is what I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to get $1 million. So you're seeing how it's done. You see me talk about the gold, the silver, the precious metals. This is how you build wealth. Real money, gold and silver. Okay? So silver is going to be 150 in 6 months. Yeah, that's likely, yes. It is very likely. But there are no guarantees, okay? Just because it should be 150. You know, silver should be 200. But just because it should be 200 doesn't mean it will. You know? Eventually it will, yes. But when? That's the question. Copper swap is kind of smart. I don't think it is. No, I would wait until silver reaches a much higher level and then swap that for potentially the meme coins or oil stocks, oil dividend stocks, and option calls on some oil penny stocks. That's what I'm doing. But I'm giving more information on the Patreon. But yes, there will be different trades that, you know, you can trade some of your silver for something else that's a much more depreciated asset that has more potential. Once silver reaches a temporary short-term higher amount where it should be, then we could trade that for other things, yes. You could even, right now, you could sell your gold and buy silver. That's still in play because the gold to silver ratio, I know people think it's crazy to say that because people saw silver went up so much, but it's going to go up so much more because the ratio of gold to silver is typically 10 to 1 throughout history. So what I believe is that I don't think we're going to go to 10 to 1, but I think we're going to go to like 35 to 1. So silver is going to go way, way up. Okay? 150 to 300 I'm calling for. I'm calling for $300 silver in 2030. That's my call. And I may have to raise my targets too. I might raise my target depending on what happens. Okay? Matt is alive and has arrived digging and dive. Silver has doubled in 6 months. You are uninformed. Okay. I was the one that was trying to inform you for 3 years, bro. So don't say I'm uninformed. You just think that the move is over because it's gone up so much. Doesn't mean the move is over. Okay, we just broke out of a massive consolidation that lasted for 50 years. A cup and handle. That cup and handle pattern indicates that silver should be going over 1. It will go over 250, 300. So people have been saying that I'm uninformed this whole time. And I've said, no, you're uninformed, you know, and they're never going to get it. Yeah. The silver haters are never going to understand silver. I don't know why. They can't. They just don't understand it. They woke up with a hurt back. I feel bad for you, bro. I hope your back gets better. Something you could take for your back. If you got back pain, I would take this. Cissus quadrangularis. Because it is used in healing of the bones, spinal column, cartilage, muscle tissue. Okay? Very, very good. You could also take some turmeric and black pepper extract. for the back, and that'll help with pain, okay? You could go to the store, it's called Feel Right, and ask for something for pain for your back, okay? Curcumin, okay? Yeah, it's called Feel Right. So go there and then ask them, they'll know. 50K Bitcoin immediate. I'm back, boy. When was gold 30,600 under Obama? Never. Got and good. All right, I got to fetch. With this massive shift towards passive indexing, how do you think inelastic markets are affecting price discovery and volatility compared to 20 years ago? Well, it's causing so many different assets to go up in value that shouldn't be going up in value as high as they are. So I think it's a detrimental factor that's a plague on the markets. When I sold Bitcoin into gold, gold went up. Good trade. Yeah, smart man. Yes, you should sell Bitcoin for your gold, for gold. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's stupid not to. If you have Bitcoin but you don't have gold, you'd be a fool. You're a fool if you only hold Bitcoin. So yeah, you should trade some of your Bitcoin for some precious metals. You got to have both. You got to diversify. That's one of my #1 investing rules. You must diversify. So you don't want to buy just one gold stock. You don't want to buy just 2 gold stocks. Buy as many gold stocks as you can get. I believe in that. But sometimes if you just pick the one right horse, you're going to make a lot too, you know. But I believe in diversification. So I do oil stocks, gold stocks, uranium stocks. You know, mostly I'm into commodities. You know, I'm not too big into the AI stuff. Little here and there, but where should I invest this 10K I won at the casino? If you won 10 grand at the casino, give me $200 and then I'll tell you where to invest it. Okay. I'll be your financial advisor. I'll be your non-licensed financial advisor. Yeah, send me $200 and then I'll help you out with diversification. And you're not going to do it, are you? So I'm not going to help you. If you can't hold it, you don't own it. Yes. Did you see Platinum Crazy Run yesterday? Did you see Platinum Crazy Run today? Let's take a look at Platinum, guys. Yeah, it's up. I told my one buddy, you know, buy some Platinum. I haven't heard back from him yet. I don't think he believes in it. There's a lot of people don't believe in Platinum because that mania phase. Platinum is for the mania phase. It really doesn't, like Platinum, yeah, it seems like it's moving, but it's not doing really shit. Platinum is for the mania phase, which we have not seen yet. So when that mania phase starts, I expect Platinum to go higher than gold. So I expect gold to run up to $6,000 to $7,000 here. And then I expect Platinum to go higher than that. Because when the mania kicks in, people are going to go crazy for all metals. Okay? And Platinum is the smallest market. So that's why Platinum will go higher than gold. And I know a lot of you guys don't believe that, but just look at the past. At one time, Platinum was higher than gold. Okay? And it doesn't last long. It does not last long. But it should happen again. Yes. And it probably won't last long. Gold's probably going to go up to 7,000, 8,000. Platinum will go up to like 10. And then Platinum will probably crash to like 5. That's what it does. Platinum is very, very volatile. Yes. It will go higher than gold, I believe. Gold is hard to bang onto when times get tough. It's so liquid. Hard to hang on to when times get tough. Yes, the poor people need to sell gold. Yes. If you are poor, it's going to be hard to hold on to, you know, for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty poor. So it's very tempting for me to want to sell gold and sell my silver. But, you know, you have to hold on to get those maximum profits. That's what I believe in. So yes, yeah, I'm very poor. And I really want to sell my gold, my silver, my platinum. I want to sell my gold stocks, but you gotta make sure you hold on to them, okay? Because this is the most undervalued. Silver is the most undervalued asset. You got to hold on to it. Don't be tempted to sell. One guy commented he wanted to sell his sterling silverware. See, he was poor. He needs the money. You know, you got to look for other ways to get that money. You got to take on a second job. You got to, why would you sell your silverware? You should be buying more silver. You know? Yes, if you have old silverware, just hold on to it. Okay? Don't be a poor noob and sell. You got to get a rich mindset. If you're poor, that can really perpetuate a lot of negative thinking. You got to stop that negative thinking. You got to think like a rich person, okay? Imagine yourself attracting wealth, okay? And don't think too much about the negatives in life. You got to keep a positive attitude, and that'll help you prevent you from selling. As soon as you start to get depressed, you start to get sad, you know, because your girlfriend left you, or if you're gay, you know, your boyfriend left you, or whatever. Whenever you're thinking negative, it's going to cause you to sell your assets. It's going to cause you to second guess. Second guess, yes. I'm going to be putting that in my book too, about the negative influential factors that cause people to sell prematurely. Okay, that's going to be that's going to be in my book. So guys, just wait for that. The book's not going to be coming out for like another 6 months because I got a lot of work to do on it, a lot of research on certain chapters. Okay, diversify your bonds. Don't buy bonds. 45 better than 380. 45 is it's a heavier grain bullet. I mean, it's more powerful, I believe, yes. But the 380 might go further if it's from a rifle. I don't even know. I don't, you know, I know a little bit about firearms, but I don't know that much, okay? I would like to collect firearms, but right now I don't really collect them. But that's in my future. I'm gonna start collecting guns. Yes. Platinum stayed around 1,000 for 15 years, then doubled in a year. Yeah. That's what it does. It's just like Shiba Inu, bro. Yeah, Shiba Inu is just like platinum. They're dead and then they explode. So that's why people say that they're dead. That's why people say Shiba Inu is a dead coin, because it's just not moving. When it's not moving, that's when you have to become alarmed and you have to say, I need to accumulate more of this asset before it explodes. Okay. I was telling people to buy platinum when it was 900. Did you listen? You know, were you even here? You probably weren't here. But if you were here, I hope you would have listened. If you're smart, you'd listen. All right, let's check out the price of platinum. Well, let's see gold first. Is this still coming down? Yeah. Gold pulled back. And, you know, we've been running like crazy, so yeah, it's going to pull back a little bit here. It's fine. It might even pull back more. Gold might drop to 4,200, you know. It might drop to 4,100. You know, they got to try to shake you out again. We haven't had a good shakeout in a couple of days, so we'll get another shakeout soon. So if you see platinum and gold and silver drop, don't be worried, okay? Don't worry. You got to become strong-minded. So here's platinum. This was the big run-up during the gold bull run. And gold didn't actually peak until over here. So platinum peaked before gold. Interesting, huh? So now here's platinum. I told people to buy it here. And then look what happened. So hopefully, you know, I'm sure a few people in the world listened to me. I did my part. I contributed. I put the videos out there to try to help people, you know. So yeah, I did my part, dude. I did my part. And I will continue to bring you guys top quality information on investing, okay? Platinum stayed around $1,000. Yeah. I got my first ounce a month ago. Congratulations. You're a stacker now. You're a stacker. Platinum is super precious. Well, yeah. Platinum is like almost as precious as rhodium. And rhodium is really unobtainium to the average person. So platinum is the next best thing. You know, platinum is very, very good. You got to get platinum, guys. You should have, I believe everyone should have some platinum. Just because it's going to skyrocket in value, and then you can sell it. And then you can buy stuff with the money. So you got to have some platinum, yes. You got to have platinum to make money. Buy everything involved in making of chips. Yeah, and that's silver. Silver is one of the big ones. Hello, sir. Do you like Pikachu more than Charizard? No, I like Charizard better. I really like Scyther and Electabuzz. I like all the Haymaker cards, all the cards that can destroy your opponents, you know. Switches, Scoop Ups, Gust of Winds are some of the best cards, and they're also some of the cheapest, you know. That's one thing people don't understand about Pokemon is some of the best cards are actually some of the cheapest. You got Super Energy removals. Those cards were sick, bro. You could just freaking throw it down, Super Energy removal, pick one of your opponent's Pokemon and remove 2 energies. Or I think you could even remove 1 energy from one card, from one Pokemon, and 1 energy from another one. I'm not really sure. But yeah, Super Energy removal. I used to run 4 energy removals and 4 supers. So dude, you could discard 12 energies of your opponent. And then you have a card that allows you to take cards out of your discard pile. You can grab your energy removal from your discard pile, slap it down again, and remove more energies. So that's how I used to freaking destroy people at Pokemon when I was a little kid. I used to own face at Pokemon. Birdman stopped buying platinum and it went parabolic. Yeah, don't listen to Birdman. Any predictions for unobtainium? My prediction for silver is that it's going to go up. What's your stance on crypto? I buy crypto. I invest in it. I like it. I like the meme coins. I don't like Bitcoin. I don't like XRP. I don't like Stellar Lumens. I don't like Cardano. I don't like any of these scam coins. I like Shiba Inu, Pepe, Doge, Bonk, stuff like that. Finally, a channel with money advice from J-Rock from the Trailer Park Boys. Yes. Love that show. How much will silver be in 5 years? Probably about 375, maybe 425, 450. It's really hard to say. Somewhere between 300 and 800 maybe. You know, it's very hard to say, but yeah, somewhere is probably around there. 3 to 800. I guess you don't understand the concept of being qualified to educate. You don't have to be qualified for nothing to make money in the stock market. All you have to do is have a high tolerance for risk, okay? I own a bunch of it. I still have Dogecoin from 4 cents. Wow, dude. You are the definition of a bag holder. Why don't you sell some of those bags? Buy some silver with the money, you know? That's good, though. You can hold on to shit for a long time, and you're in the green. You know, if you bought Doge at 4 cents, at this point, I would just keep holding it. Yeah, I would just keep on holding. Because Doge, it's cheap right now. Right now, I think you want to buy Doge, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but I think Doge is a pretty decent price. It might go down, you know, will it go back to 6 to 8 cents? Probably not. But I do think Doge could go up to 70 or 80 cents. I believe so. I'm praying silver hits 30 to 40. Yeah, I don't think it will. S&P 500 options contracts do well for me. Yeah, I mean, they do well for everybody. It's like a stupid, no-brainer, idiot investment. It's like what an idiot would do. It requires no thought. It's so stupid and brain dead to just buy that. But it should work, yes. Generally speaking, it will work. But there's better opportunities out there. That's just like what you buy if you're a stupid idiot. You know, you just buy an option called options on a general index. It requires no thought, no research. It's just a generally recommended thing to do is just to buy the S&P 500. That's the most brain dead investment ever. You know what I mean? So to me, I don't really respect that to just buy the S&P. I've never believed that. It's just too brain dead. Yeah, that's my stance on that. So I don't really respect people that just buy the S&P. Even though it does well, it's not going to do as well as silver stocks. You know what I mean? So I really don't respect that. I got to be honest with you. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't respect a brain dead investment like that. My best play was ETH. Post fork at $7 a coin. Wow. Well, good for you. I don't really need to know that you bought ETH at $7, but that was a good buy, dude. Thank you for sharing it with the world, you know, that you did well. I'm sure you're very proud of yourself. Can I be a mod? Cooper Hernandez. I don't know, Cooper. I don't know you yet. You can only become a mod once I've seen you. Once I've seen you a bunch, and maybe you've been on here for a while. How long have you been with us? I don't like to make a lot of new mods because they can start banning everybody. You know, you get a bad moderator, they could block like everybody that. Yeah, take a look at gold. It's coming back down a little bit. Look, guys, you have an opportunity to buy now. You can buy it cheap. That was the previous record high. So we've just barely broken out. It's only a little bit above it. So I still expect it to go a lot further. It's going to probably go like this. We'll probably trade sideways now. And then we'll get another breakout here. And then it'll probably just keep going like this. That's what I think will happen. We'll just keep stair-stepping like that. But remember, with gold, you get 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Okay, so you should expect to get that step back. We could dip. Gold could dip back down, okay? Aren't you... The real question is the gold in Fort Knox? My theory is yes, they are bringing the gold. I think that the U.S. has been importing the gold secretly and filling up Fort Knox. And then I believe that they're going to save that. They're going to save that. They're going to bring it out and they're going to say, all the gold is there. We have all the gold. So right now, my theory is that they're bringing the gold to Fort Knox. They're flying it over in planes. They're filling up Fort Knox. I believe that the gold was not there. But now I believe that the gold is there. I think that the U.S. is buying gold, filling it up, and then they're going to say, the gold's in Fort Knox, and then that's going to make the U.S. economy look stronger. Because if we have all that gold, and if Donald Trump reprices gold to 10 or 20,000, then that's going to make the U.S. look very, very good. Okay? And that's the U.S., that's our only way to compete, is if we have a bunch of gold. Otherwise, the other countries, these guys are buying gold, you know? We're going to be the worst country in the world pretty soon if we don't have the gold in Fort Knox. It's going to be about who holds the gold, okay? He who has the gold makes the rules. That's the golden rule. Who has the gold makes the rules. You have more money, you have more power. It works for individuals like you and I. If I have more money, I have more power. If China has more gold, they have more power, okay? So the U.S., they're not going to be left behind, so I think they're importing gold. So yes, I do believe the gold is coming to Fort Knox, and then they will announce that we have the gold. I could be wrong, though, but that's my theory. John, did you see the GDP numbers this morning? Thoughts? No, I didn't even do that. I just freaking woke up, and here I am. I woke up and I had some water, and here I am. I don't know what they are. Are they bad? No, gold isn't going to the community that brings the world to its knees. Yeah, shoot, guys. Yeah, gold is breaking out. It's even accelerating, too. Just look. Like, we saw a pretty good acceleration phase right here. Now we're going to see the same thing. I think we're going to get an acceleration phase. We could get this. It looks like it's starting to accelerate. So we might even go up like faster. Okay. Yeah, gold could hit 5,000 in the first quarter. Yeah. I've been telling you guys that these banks are making predictions on gold, and they always undershoot. If they predict that gold is going to go this high, then it actually goes this high. So the banks are making it seem like gold only has so much potential, you know, and gold is outperforming what the banks are saying, you know. Also, no gold is going to be in the community. Yeah. Are you aware Pokemon is for children? Why do grown-up men still participate with it? I don't think it's for children. It's you know, Pokemon is marketed. It's marketed for children. But that doesn't mean adults can't watch it, you know. And as a matter of fact, Pokemon is quite a complex game. If you want to be good at it, it's a very, very hard game. You got to think very strategically. Okay, you got all these cards to choose from. You have literally thousands of different Pokemons, and you have to try to find out which are the best Pokemons to put into your deck that can make your deck the strongest and make it able to, uh, be able to do well against the widest number of opponents. So you gotta be very smart, very calculated. Little kids can't do that. Little kids can't do that. Um, so yeah, Pokemon. It's really, I think Pokemon it's a kid's game or an adult's game. But if you're an adult, you're gonna do well because it teaches you to think strategically. Pokemon is a good way to train your mind as well. I attribute a lot of my success to Pokemon because it really did train me to think strategically. So that's kind of why I still like it because it's just like playing chess. Yeah, I think Pokemon's is even more complex than chess. For sure, it is because with chess you got your rook, your bishop, your king, your queen, your pawns, all this garbage, But with Pokemon, you've got Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Weedle, Squirtle. You got Pikachu, Raichu. So many different options to choose from, and not only that, but you have all these other trainer cards. So many different cards. So Pokemon is very, very complex. Okay, it is an adult's game, I think. Kids love to collect the cards, but it's really an adult game. Gap GDP came in at 4% growth ahead of the 3 and change. Economy seems to be growing nicely. No, I think that's false. That's a fake number. I don't think the economy is growing. It's shrinking. Yeah, they're gonna give you fake numbers right until the end. Yeah. I don't care if you don't believe me. They're gonna pump out fake data to make it seem like everything is okay, and the stock market's gonna keep going higher. And they're going to perpetuate this narrative that the economy is great right up until the crash. You know how Trump said that the economy is A plus plus plus? No, the economy is like an F. So yeah, it's a lie that the GDP is growing. I do not believe that number. It's a fake number, bro. You believe that? Yeah, some people believe every number that the government says. You believe the inflation data too? Fool. He does too. He does believe it. I know he does. He probably believes whatever Trump says. Tons of money in Pokemon. Yeah, there's a lot of money in it too. It's a good investment, dude. Although vast majority of U.S. GDP growth is in 2025 is AI. Yeah, and AI is being pumped up too. So these are fake numbers, bro. These are pumped up numbers. Trumped up. As Hillary Clinton says, trumped up, trickle down. These are trumped up numbers. Trumped up trickle down economics. That's a statement I wish I could forget. I wish I could forget ever seeing Hillary Clinton. But it's just hard to take these things out of your mind. I want to be brainwashed so I forget a lot of the BS. I wish I could just get brainwashed and then I could put back in my brain all the information that I have on silver and gold and investing. I wish I could forget the Trump coin launch. Yeah. I don't even know what the economy means. The economy is just how, it's supposed to represent how well the U.S. citizens are doing. So that if the economy is doing well, we're doing well, but we're not doing well. They're pretending that the economy is well, but it is not well. Does it feel well to you? No. We got oil prices down, but the price of gas is up. How does that even make sense? The American citizen is hurting. Most people do not have 2 pennies to rub together. Okay? Want to see how many pennies I have? Most people don't have 2 cents to rub together. I got a lot of cents. Look at that. It's all copper, bro. All copper. I'm a copper investor. You guys should become copper investors too, because I saw it at 200K. Your English is really good. Well, thank you. Thank you. I practice English on a daily basis. They stopped making pennies. Yeah, so pennies are going to go up. Dude. Pennies are about to skyrocket probably, especially copper ones, you know, especially copper pennies too. Dude, we're getting rich up in here. Looking like a straight up gangster wannabe in here. B-Rabbit. So the economy is whatever creates more wealth at this point. I will say that even when things flip, money is made even out of devastation. Oh yeah, if we get a massive stock market crash, I'm going to be buying up stocks like crazy. I already am buying, you know, I spend almost all my income on investing because I'm trying to build a new life, guys. I want to build a new life. I want to forget about my old life. Forget about everything that ever happened. Forget about all those women that left me high and dry. Forget about all the bad situations, all the friends, you know, and I just want to start a new life and I want to move to a new country. No, not maybe a new country, yes. Maybe I want to move to Holland. The women over there, I think they're all really hot blondes. So I might want to go to Holland and they're into green energy too, and I'm really into the green energy. So I think I want to start a new life and I want to go to a new country. So I'm trying to get rich, guys. Okay? Express GDP is total goods purchased. 60% of that is private citizens. 2 negative quarters consecutively is a technical recession. Yeah, we've already been in a technical recession because we've had more than 2 negative quarters of GDP growth. So we've already been in a recession. And now they're just going to fudge the numbers so to make everything look good. But I believe we are in a technical recession. It's just they're lying to us about the GDP growth. They're telling us it's better than it is. That a Shiba Inu shirt. Yes, Shiba Inu. My retirement plan, guys. I might be able to retire on Shiba Inu someday. You got to have a lot of irons in the fire. So don't just buy gold, silver, platinum. Don't just buy crypto. You got to buy many different assets, okay? Many different investments. My favorite investment is right now is pretty much oil stocks. You would assume it's silver, but I'm really a big fan of oil. And I think the price of oil is going to skyrocket. Look at the freaking gold. Look how far gold is running compared to oil. Usually oil goes with it. But like I said, they want to suppress oil so that the economy looks better. It'll help the economy look better. If they can keep oil down, that'll keep inflation down a little bit, okay? So they really want to suppress the price of oil right now, but they're going to let it run, you know? They're going to let oil run. It's going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy. So a lot of my income, I buy oil stocks right now. If you want to get my oil stocks, join my Patreon. I charge $10. $10. And all the stocks that I put out on there, pretty much all of them, they skyrocketed. And I think that the oil stocks are going to come next. Those will be coming soon. Yeah, oil is going to skyrocket. I'm so excited about oil and oil stocks. Only 147 subscribers away from my goal of 500. Nice. Yeah, dude, it's tough, you know, but it'll grow faster, okay? Once you can do lives, you know, it'll grow faster. The lives really help. I get a lot of subscribers whenever I go live. I think it's because I'm so handsome, you know, and all the ladies want to hit that subscribe button. They can't hit it fast enough, guys. Holland is African now. I don't know. I want to move to another country. I don't like the U.S. anymore. I want to leave it. I hate the United States. We're the laughing stock of the world, in my opinion. The U.S. is a laughing stock. I think Russia is laughing at us. China's got to be laughing at us. They know they're going to destroy us. We're done, dude. I want to get out of the U.S. before it collapses. What is your pendant? I'm so happy you asked, dude. I take off my amazing hats. It's a dog tag. It's called a dog tag. It's worth a lot of money. Or it's fake and it's worth nothing. That'll be for you to decide. A lot of people think that it's fake. And truth is, maybe it's fake, maybe it's not. You know? That's not fake. So we are in another recession. Yes. We're in a recession, but the government is lying to us about it. They're telling us that it's not a recession. They're telling us that everything is good. Remember, everything that they say is the opposite. Trump said the economy is an A+. That means it's actually very bad. Everything Trump tells you is a lie. The opposite is always true, okay? Whatever the politicians say, they want to deceive the general public, and they take the opposite side of the bet, okay? So if you see, like, if Trump says, like, Bitcoin is going to go down, it's actually going to go up. If he says the economy is high, it's actually low. You know, if Trump doesn't mention silver, it means it's going higher. If he does mention it, it's probably going lower. You know what I mean? Yeah, so when Trump starts pumping up silver, that means it's about to crash. He's going to help create that exit liquidity, you know. Trump was pumping up Bitcoin, and now look where it is, you know. Trump said that the war was going to end. I told you guys Donald Trump was the president of war. The only reason I said he's the president of war is because he said he was going to end the war. Because Donald Trump said he's going to end the war in Ukraine, the truth was that he was going to create more war. Okay? So it's always the opposite. I want you guys to really understand that, okay? So whatever Trump says, you can take a bet that the opposite will happen. And you will get rich. You will get rich on that bet. Okay? They always lie to us. The politicians always deceive. It's only about deception in America, okay? Any love is appreciated. Ever happened to you? Just rock hard for nothing, like, yeah. Said hi. Hi. So yeah, let's take a look at the silver price tonight. Let's take a look at silver. I just turned on the monetization, so you might get a couple ads, okay? I want to see if we can make any money on this video. We got monetization on, okay? Let's do it, guys. Let's get rich. Help me get more viewers. So let's check out the price of silver. Just dropped. Look at that. Boom. Now people are going to get fearful now. It was over 70. Boom. 69.34. Gosh. Okay, Greg, thank you. Yeah, I got to go to work later today too. But first, I got to eat. I'm getting hungry. Did you say the Epstein file? That was crazy, especially the part where blank was on it and they shocked the man. Where who? Trump? When Trump was with Bubba? I don't know what you're talking to. Yeah, I know this Epstein's crap. It's just a freaking distraction, you know? Yeah, all these politicians are corrupt. They probably met on this island. They did a bunch of bad stuff, yes. But we don't need to keep our focus on that. We need to shift our focus towards wealth building, okay? We got to get rich, guys. We got to get rich. Yes, you could constantly worry and complain about problems, all the corrupt politicians, but you got to just focus on the money. You got to get rich, okay? Did you, so yeah. Yes. But yeah, silver's down to $69.13. So yeah, it was a big drop right now. Yeah, now we're back to dropping at 9:30. That's what always happens. We're moving up. Everything is going well. And then as soon as the US stock market opens, boom. Even before the stock market opens, boom. They do this every time to try to shake everybody out. Yeah, it's really dropping fast now. Silver just dropped $1.50. Well, it actually just dropped like $1.70. It's down to 68.90 now. 68. So the price is dropping very fast. I expect it to stop dropping though. I think it's going to stop dropping. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna. Shit, dude. Guys, it's all over. It's game over. You look rich. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. Image is important, but image is not everything, okay? I did everything they told me not in 2020. Good. Manipulation. Now I'm 25 gambling on meme coins because the price is dropping fast. Yes, I'm buying meme coins too, bro. The price is dropping fast. I like it. I really like the meme coins here at this level. Really do. I love Forex, but Nancy has got the game on lock, and I'm not for it. Yeah, they're ripping up. These guys are... Silver is at 68.92. We got a very high volume right now. Very high volume. But the volume will probably drop off in a couple hours. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The volume's going to die down. And 68.97. Just a regular pullback, yes. Price dropping, losing money, and loving it. Oh, boy. Yeah, New York just opened that. Just look at the last session's close. Look at my computer screen, guys. Shiba. Silver, 68.97. Silver price is doing amazing today. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. I mean, it's still good. 68.89. We're still up there, but I mean, yeah, 70. It's tough. 70 is a good number. A lot of people want to sell when they see that nice round number. So yeah, they're dumping it right now. You long gold, yes. John 3:16, yes. The markets follow the sessions from the international exchanges, and those gaps are always met. Yeah, so we'll see if we can go above 70 again. Silver, let's go. Silver is my favorite asset of all time. And of course, the stock markets are open now, so let's check out a couple stocks. Bitcoin. No, I don't like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to have diminishing returns. The meme coins are better. I think that people are brainwashing the general public into thinking that Bitcoin's the best, but really gold and silver are the best. Put the fries in the bag. I like that. I like that, dude. Put the fries in the bag. Thank you for the donation. It looks like we got $2 earlier. Market makers can move the price on a small scale fast and often win his way. Trades always. Yes, I know. The market makers can do, really, they have a lot of power. The market makers fully control a lot of the liquidity, especially on these meme coins and on stocks. The market maker will actually own a lot of stock, or they'll be able to control it, and they can cause the price to do amazing things. It's manipulation, you know. And market makers work for a lot of big players. If somebody, you know, they'll contact the market maker through an entity that is known, and they'll say, we want to boost up our stock, and we'll pay you money. So they'll pay the market maker money, and then they'll make the stock price go up. So the market maker makes money, the CEO of the company, the management of the company makes money, or they're able to exit, you know. So they can manipulate, and then they can make retail lose a lot of money. Yeah. It's all corruption. It's all corrupt. Which is why we open trades before the market opens. Why do we do not care? But the order book is full of blank. Yeah, okay. Nvidia, $184. Nvidia stock. Let's check out First Majestic is $17.04. It's coming down. Ooh, shoot. One of the stocks in the Patreon is up 17%. Dang, I knew it. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, this thing's gonna go crazy. I just released some stocks on my Patreon. I only charge $10, and I think one of them is gonna go insane. And guys, you gotta join the Patreon. I only charge $10, dude. Dude, we're making money. We're making a lot of money. Okay. Yeah, this thing only has 2.7 million shares in the float. If you give me that $10 for my Patreon, you're going to get my list of gold and silver penny stocks. These are not junior miners. These are the penny ones, okay? These are for the mania phase. So when gold gets that blow off top, that's what these ones are for. So these ones you want to load up on, in my opinion, not financial advice. But I am loading up, guys. Only 2.7 million shares in the float. Market cap is less than $1 million. It's got gold in the name. This is insane. I can't even believe that this stock hasn't skyrocketed. And it's because it's for the mania phase. It's not time for this one yet. I've lived through plenty of gold. Well, I've lived through one gold bull market, and I learned what stocks go up in value the most, and those are always the penny stocks. Okay, I make most of my money from penny stocks. I've been long on Costco, long on Solana. My buddy's into Solana, but I think it's foolish. I can't even understand why these people, they own Solana but nothing else. It's just absolutely foolish. I can't even understand the way that their brain works. You know, it's just dumb. You know, you should diversify. Why would you just own one crypto? You should buy a bunch of different ones. You ever try eating corn the long way? Not yet, bro. But not yet, and I don't really plan to. Unless I get like, real hungry, sure, yeah. I think this is still good. Still water. Like, guys, please hit that like button. Help me out. Help this channel grow by hitting the like button. Long on CoreWeave and NVIDIA. I think those are too overpriced. They're too high. I think that it'd be a good idea to sell those and buy gold stocks instead. Know what the hardest part of riding a scooter is? Telling your parents your GAY. I know nothing about crypto, like literally nothing. Where can I learn? I would just say you don't need to learn. Yeah, you don't need to learn shit about crypto, bro. You just have to learn about charts. Yeah. I don't know much about crypto, I picked up a few things over the past couple of years, but I'm not a crypto expert. But yet I still make money in it. And I still know when to sell. I sold last December. So even though I don't know anything about crypto, how the hell do I make money in it? You have to study charts, okay? Once you learn about different chart patterns, that's all you need to know, okay? Don't let that be your excuse. Oh, I don't know about crypto, so I can't buy any. That's weak thinking. That's little bitch boy thinking, okay? You have to say, just because I don't know about it, I can still get rich. That's positive right there. Just because I don't know, I'm still going to get rich, okay? So study charts. When you see that something that trades in a range is down, that's when you buy it. And then when it goes up, that's when you sell it, okay? So let me show you Shiba Inu. So you don't have to know anything about Shiba Inu to make money. You do have to know about charts, okay? So here is Shiba Inu right here. So as you can see, it has a trading range. Here is the low end. And then when it pops, this is when you sell it. Then when it drops, this is when you buy it. And when it pops, that's when you sell it. And that's when you buy it. And that's when you sell it. And now this is when you buy it. And then when it comes back up here, that's when you sell it, okay? So you literally don't have to know anything about Shiba Inu to make money. You just see, oh, it's down now, okay, buy it. And then you wait 6 months or a year, oh, it's way up, let's sell it. Comes back down, okay, let's buy it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to know nothing about the network, nothing, okay? You just have to understand that crypto does go in cycles. There's a Bitcoin halving, and we never had altcoin season because the interest rates were too high. So I believe altcoin season was placed on hold, and it's basically paused. But altcoin season is going to pick back up when the interest rate comes down. So I am very, very bullish on all crypto right now. Very bullish. What about biting bathtub? What if I get on Nvidia and CoreWeave in the 60 range? What if they dip back down there? Well, CoreWeave is about $85. That's not 60, you know. What if you buy it there? Yeah, what if, you know? Then you buy it there, and then when it goes back up, you sell it. You don't have to know anything about it. It helps to know about the fine details, yes, and you should study the fine details, just like I do with internet computer. I study that. Where am right now? Stock market hasn't opened, so I'll sell silver and do scalping. Okay, I don't know. Seems like you know what you're doing, so try to sell half ounce of gold at 4,400. Its manufactured price for those that already had invested at a substantially lower price. They charged for testing refining fees. Yeah, you have to pay refining fees. Yes, you know. Well, you don't have to pay a refining fee, but the refinery is only going to pay you probably 90% or 95% of what it's worth. So you're not going to get 100% if you go to a refinery. But I don't recommend selling to a refinery. I think that's stupid. Yeah, why would you sell to a refinery? Because you're poor and you're stupid and you don't know where else to go? Yeah. That's why. I would never sell to a refinery. You can always get more money than they will pay you. Not a big fan of crypto, and I did. Yeah, the only reason you want to take your gold or silver to a refinery is if you need cash instantly. You need it like now, and you don't have time to find a real buyer, you know. That's why you go to a refinery, because you need cash right this second. Not a big fan of crypto, and I did get them both at 60. So you're in the money, yeah. Then you can sell it if you want. Bro, you're a snake. I listened to all of your investments and have lost so much money. That's false right there, because I've been talking about gold and silver predominantly, for the most part, for the past 3 years. Crypto's down, yes, but I'm still bullish on crypto. There's nothing wrong with it, other than a lot of the cryptos are fake, but they will be manipulated higher. Not snapping, though. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for your views. Thanks, everybody. Let me just look at a few of the stocks. That's good. So, looks like the S&P 500 is up 1 point. The Dow is up 18. The NASDAQ is down. The Russell 2000 is down. Crude oil is down 21 cents. I'm coming for you. This guy ruined my bank account. Oh, shoot. Gold is down. Silver is 69.31. So, Rio Tinto stock, $81 a share. That's up. I was recommending that one when it was about $60, so now we're at $81. CoreWeave, $80.14. It's down $4. So yeah, CoreWeave is dropping. I don't like that, you know. I don't like any of these AI stocks. I think AI is in a bubble, but that bubble I think is going to get a little bit bigger. And right now we're seeing some shakeouts. But ultimately I think silver and gold is the better play than AI. So there's gold stocks are down. First Majestic is down. Let's see what the cannabis stocks are doing today, shall we? ICP is down to $2.94. Comstock Resources, $22.48. DJT stock today is at $14.53. Tesla, down $1.72. $487 a share. Yeah, the markets are not moving. It's not moving today. You're right. It's not They're not really moving much. Kratos self-defense. This is a really good, military stock. $82.45. I'm not recommending that one at this price, but it could still go higher. It could still go to 160 bucks, It could still double. Okay, so Tilray Brands. That's one that I really like. It is down 20 cents. Bitcoin, 87,000 today. Dogecoin, 12 cents. And Shiba Inu, it just says 0000, but it's 507. All right, guys, hit that like button. Do it for Shiba Inu. Let's go. And hit that subscribe button too if you want to be updated with all the best stocks and cryptos. So the Tesla ETF, TSLL, $22.58 right now. TeraWolf is at $12.73. Barrick Gold down to $45.46. GameStop, $21.52. Hut 8 Mining is up to 53 bucks almost. Pretty good, pretty good. Yep, there you go, guys. There you go. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Please subscribe. Silver Corp. Yeah, they've been fired. Yeah, I like Silver Corp. That's one of my favorite silver miners. Silver Corp Metals. That really is a top notch because, like I said, they're in China. They have operations in China, and I'm sure they don't have to pay people a fair wage there, so they can get silver out of the ground for like 10, 12 bucks an ounce. You see the price of silver lately? Yeah. Silver Corp is a good stock. These guys have a license to print money, okay? What crypto should I invest in? Well, give me a donation and I'll tell you. Give me like 50 bucks and I'll tell you. And then you're probably going to make 50,000, But you won't do it. Let's go. Fun. Give me 10 bucks and then I'll tell you a good crypto. Just for 10 bucks, I'll do it. Silver, silver, silver. Silver is going to be exploding because of AI, 5G, electric school buses, electric semis, electric batteries, solar panels. So that is why silver is skyrocketing, because of massive investment demand, okay? Investment demand. I don't care why it's going up. The only thing I care about is the chart, The chart was telling us it's going to go up. The why, if you focus too much on the why, you might say to yourself, well, what is the reason it's going to go up? Yes, the chart says it's going to go up, but I don't see a real reason. So you don't buy it. You don't have to know the reason. The charts don't lie. Okay? You think a 50-year cup and handle chart is going to lie? No. The reason will come out after. We can invest based on the charts. The reasons will become later. We'll know the reasons after the fact. Okay? That's how we invest. We follow the charts. The charts do not lie. Hit that subscribe button, guys. My favorite trans streamer. Thank you, bro. I'm not trans, but yeah, thank you. Are you a doomsday prepper? Yes. I'm a doomsday prepper. You got to stay strong so that when those zombies come, dude. You guys see that Andrew Tate fight? Man, Andrew Tate was a wimp. What a baby. That guy's a straight up wimp. Andrew Tate. No thank you. No thank you. He talks a lot of good stuff, but he's not a good fighter. I want to fight him just for the money, but I think I could really beat him too. So, yeah, I want to fight him for money, but I think I'd put him to shame. I really got to get like a UFC fight, a UFC match. I think that would really help my career blow up on YouTube. I'll start training on here, and I got to fight like a big-time internet streamer. That's what I got to do. Otherwise, I'm not going to become well known. I got to find a big time YouTuber that wants to come here and we'll have a fight. You know, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys know a big YouTuber and you can help me. So I'm relying on you guys for help. Help me connect with a big YouTuber and we'll set up a fight. You buy physical silver or ETFs? Both. Both. The best silver ETF, if you give me $10, I'll tell you. So yeah, I do both. Come on, guys, we got to make some money here. Let's go. We got to make some money. You'd get beat up. No, I wouldn't. I could be a professional UFC fighter if I was given the opportunity. But it's hard to get the opportunity, you know? You'd get beat up, bro. You'd get beat up. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Let's go. Subscribe. How much I like watching this guy. He hates how much he... Yeah, I mean, shit, guys. I'm kind of... To be honest with you, I'm a little bit sad now that the gold's coming down. As soon as I come out here and I go on the video, gold starts dropping. Now it's only up 220. Yeah. Dang it. $4,446. Gold is really dropping now. Come on, guys. Let's pump it up. Let's pump it up. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, dude? It could freaking be at 4,500 by the end of the day, you know? But there's a lot of fear when it comes to gold and silver. A lot of the people that invest in it are very fearful. They're very scared. They're very skittish, especially with these stocks. And I think that's going to change. And when that changes, that's when the price of gold skyrockets. When a lot of these investors stop becoming afraid and they say, okay, I'm really going to buy it now. You know, I'm not scared anymore. I'm going to buy silver. That's when silver's really going to shoot. But yeah, guys, we're doing okay on the channel. We don't have a lot of viewers right now. I guess the best time to go live is between 2 and 4 p.m. So I'm going to get going in a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to come back at 2. Or I'll come back at like 1:30. But we're not really getting many views right now, so I'm going to end this in a couple of minutes. Unless we can pump those views back up. Come on, guys, share this video. We got to pump this video back up. 16, there we go. We got 16 viewers. Hit that subscribe button. If you subscribe, you will not regret it. I'm going to try to do my best to bring you guys the best stock news and silver news, gold news, platinum, everything. Okay, guys? Hit that subscribe button, guys. You will not regret it. Become a member of the channel. Yeah, you can become a member, too, of the YouTube channel. And, guys, if you join my YouTube as a member, you can see a lot of videos that I don't have up. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to start doing specific stock videos only for YouTube members and Patreon members. Okay? So if you become a YouTube member, I'll start putting a few specific stock videos on there so that only the members will know some of the stuff that I'm into, you know. We got to get rich. We got to take wealth building seriously, okay? Got to get rich. You have no other option. It's life or death, okay? Getting rich is life or death. Come on, guys, hit that subscribe button. Come on, guys. Do better. Do better. 17 viewers? Come on, guys. Do better. You can do better. You look like you hide in the bushes at playgrounds. No. That's a good comment, but yeah, okay. You can do better than that comment, okay? Do better. Let's see how much money I made so far. I made $3.79 from short videos. $3.79. Really, guys? Come on. Help pump my channel up. Hit that subscribe button. My revenue has been $3.79. That's sad, guys. I know you guys can do better. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. That makes my day. That makes my day, dude. Now I'm going to have a good day. Yep. Yes. Yes. Let's do it. Yeah, guys, let's get this money. Yes, get this money, guys. That's pretty much all I got. I'm tired out now. What's worth buying right now? Silver. Let's get it, guys. All right. Junk rounds or eagles? Well, I would say buy rounds. Yeah. 100% sure. You should get junk silver if you get a good deal on it. Right now you can get junk silver for spot sometimes. Yeah. You can get junk silver for spot. So yeah, you could do that. Or you could buy just junk rounds if it's a good premium, but I think right now it's a higher premium. Yeah, you could go either way, dude. You could get junk silver or rounds. I don't do the eagles because there's a big premium on that. I think eagles are a little bit ridiculous. I don't know why eagles have such a big premium. It's all going to get melted down, you know, when silver hits 500 an ounce. So, yeah, just buy the junk. Yeah. Looking for exit liquidity. Okay, well, good for you, dude. Yeah, the poor will sell. The poor people will sell silver. The rich people will buy more. Yeah. I'm going to just leave you with that. The poor will sell silver now because they're poor. They need the money. The rich, they don't need the money. And the rich will become richer because the rich don't need to sell their silver. Therefore, they will become much richer because they can hold on to those high quality assets. Okay? So if you're poor, I know it's tempting to sell, but you gotta change your mind. You gotta have a rich mindset. Cool. I found a guy selling rounds at spot. I'm probably going to grab a few. Yeah. If that's a good deal, dude. Yeah, it might pull back a little bit here, but if you hold on to those, you're gonna do well, dude. If you hold on to them over time, yeah, the price of silver could come down for a couple months. Sure. But I think that over time, it's going to go higher and higher and higher and higher. And you got to have silver. If you have stocks, if you have a 401k, but not silver, you're a fool. Why do you own all these paper assets, but no physical? You know, don't be a fool. You got to be smart. If you're going to become an investor, you got to be smart. Okay. Do you have to invest a lot of money to get back a lot from it? With silver, you know, not really, because silver was down at $24. Now it's at about 70. So you didn't really have to put that much money in to get a good return. So silver is a great investment. It's a great investment. But as opposed to option calls, yes, you would have to put a lot more money in silver than options. But the options, you can also lose more too. Silver, you're never going to lose all your money. Even if silver goes down, you're not going to lose it all. Options, you can lose everything. Even with some stocks, you can lose everything. They can go out of business. Look at Rite Aid. Look at Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay? But if you had physical silver, you're gonna have money no matter what. That physical silver is a guarantee. Okay? One worry of mine is China has been hoarding and they may flood the market and drop value. I don't think so. I think they're hoarding it, and they're going to keep hoarding it because they're going to need it. They're going to need it, you know. It's a race. It's a race for AI, and you need silver. And silver's drying up, you know, now that these companies see that retail is interested, there's investment demand. Silver is used, the new Samsung batteries. So they're just stocking up because they're going to actually use it, I think. They're going to use silver in everything. 5G towers, electronics, data storage centers, solar panels, everything. There's even silver in your phone. You know, there's silver is in your watch. It's in everything. So if they dumped it, you know, then they would have to buy it back. What's the point of that? If they need it so bad, why would they dump it? They wouldn't, you know. I don't think that they're going to flood the market. They could at a different time when silver hits like $120. Maybe they could flood it and try to get it to collapse a little bit. But then are they going to be able to buy it all back? The answer is maybe, you know. Thoughts on $10,000 gold? It seems pointless. Gold's going to hit 10,000, yes. 100%. It might take a few years though. So, hello, I'm a big fan of your content. Thank you. I'm free falling. I'm free falling. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you. We're trying to get rich on this channel. If you watch me, then I know that you have a mind for success. I know that you're on the right path. Guaranteed you're going to get rich. You're going to make it, dude. Okay? We're all going to make it. We're all going to make it. I'm also a fan of your mom's content on the hub. Oh, well. Okay, I did not see that coming. You totally blindsided me with that. Really blindsided me, bro. Braid my chest hair. Guys, we got 22 viewers in here. We can do better than that. Pump it up. Let's pump it up. Share this video. It's all about gold and silver. You got to spread this content. Gold and silver, guys. Come on. Yeah, it really sucks that it dropped, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. Silver, $69. It's stabilizing, $69.42. We are stabilizing, guys. It's stabilizing. Silver could run right back up there, you know. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. It's a wild ride, though, you know. If you buy silver, you're going to have a wild ride. Yeah, it could go down like a roller coaster, and then it could shoot up to the moon. So you got to have a strong stomach for investing. I don't care what it is. If you invest in crypto, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, rhodium, copper, you got to have a strong stomach, dude. Look at that. It's already bouncing back. Bouncing back a little bit. See, it dropped all the way down there, and now we're bouncing back 69.55. But we were up to 70. So we got to come back up here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Can silver make a comeback today, guys. I hope we can. I hope we can make a comeback. Let's pump it up. Pump it up, guys. You gotta pump it up. Would you recommend investing in shirts? No, those are a waste of money. Shirts are a waste of money, okay? Come on, guys. We gotta pump it up. Pump it up. Silver, silver, silver. Let's go, silver. Let's go, silver. How come you don't see none of these guys like Cryptos R Us take his shirt off, huh? These guys are weak. They're weak. None of these other investing channels take their shirts off. They're afraid that you're going to think they're weak, and then you're not going to watch them. Then you're going to watch me, because I got the mind for money and I got the body. Okay, you got to have both. Very important to have both. Just being rich, in my opinion, is not enough. You got to get in shape too. Okay, so put on a shirt. Hey, yeah, dude, give me some money and I'll put on a shirt, bro. If you give me $10, I will put on a shirt. Because we got to make some money, dude. I gotta feed the family. You know, I gotta feed myself. I don't have kids yet, but I gotta get money to feed them when they are born. Question: is silver or platinum better for custom blades? Silver, I would say. Andrew Tate wannabe. Well, no, I mean, I'm like Andrew Tate in some ways, yes. Yeah, definitely like him in some ways, but I'm not like a wannabe. I was learning about female nature and making money and getting into shape way before I even knew Andrew Tate existed. Okay, even before I knew he was even a person, I was doing a lot of stuff just like him. You know, a lot of men come to these conclusions on their own, just from going through life. They figure this stuff out just from going through life. I'm not trying to copy anybody, okay? I actually want to fight him. I think he's weak. I think he looked terrible in that fight. Very horrible, very weak showing, okay? Dude, if I fought him, I could make him really look weak. And he would be afraid to fight me because he didn't want to lose twice in a row. So he will not fight me. I know he's too weak. And then that would destroy his reputation. If I sell 1 million shirts for $12 a piece, that's 12 million. Yes, but how much did it cost you to make them? Yes, they're okay. Is silver the cheaper? My kids are doing good. Everything's doing good. Is silver the cheaper and more efficient option for custom blades? It's just, yeah, it's just platinum is super expensive and it's harder. It's a harder metal, so you can't really. It's not very malleable. You can't really make a blade out of platinum, you know, unless you spend a lot of time and energy, and you have a lot of high quality equipment that can do it. You can't just hammer platinum, dude. Who does that? Who does that, bro? What deodorant do you use? I'm trying to find a good one. Give me a super chat, and then I'll tell you what deodorant I use, okay? Because we got to make money here, guys. I'm trying to make some money. So I got other stuff I could do, guys. You know, for real. I will shut this down, and I ain't joking either. All right. So give me like a couple bucks, and I'll tell you what deodorant I use. He's definitely a juggalo. Yeah, I am. Have you read the book The Game? The Game? Let me see. See here. Let's see. I got The Game right here. Game. And we got the Holy Bible right here. Yeah. I've read The Game, yeah. Yeah, guys, you should read The Game, okay? So, guys, if you're men watching this, you should buy the book. It's called The Game. So you could buy it on eBay. That's where I would get it, on eBay. Okay? So, he's definitely a jugga loser. You look like you fight people behind a gas station For loose cigs, no, but maybe for money. If you say my name, I'll donate $50. Donate it first, okay? Thank you, brother. He lost, like, make it seem like it wasn't rigged. Well, you might be right. You may be right. Lost so it seemed like it wasn't rigged. That's possible, yes. It's very possible. Keep begging for money. Yes, I'm trying, bro. It ain't working. I gotta eat, guys. I gotta buy some eggs. Bro thought that was tough. He admitted to being a juggle loser, so you know we're dealing with a room temp IQ. My IQ is probably higher than yours, bro, okay? I know what my IQ is. You probably don't even know. Bro brought out the only 2 books on his shelf. I have a lot more books on that one shelf, and I have a lot more books that are in boxes that I've already read. And I have other books that are on my list that I want to order. But I'm writing my own book, so I don't have time to read any other books right now. I've literally put all my reading on hold. I'm not reading any books right now. Nothing. Because I'm trying to write my own book. I talk to you guys, and then I do my book writing, and then I do Patreon videos, stuff like that. Loser, beggar. Yeah. Well, I call myself an investor, not a beggar. But I don't want to get scammed. You won't. Your Pepe you brought is down. Yes, that's fine. I'm buying more. Yeah, I'm buying more. I'm still bullish on Pepe. I'm bearish short term, but I'm bullish long term. So that's why we accumulate, so that when it does get bullish, then we have some, you know. You don't want to be stuck buying at high prices. Most people will not buy Pepe. They will have to buy it and pay more, okay? So you got to kind of buy it when it's down, when everybody's depressed. That's when you have to invest, okay? Don't buy it when it's high, then you become a bag holder. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to get ripped and get rich, hit that subscribe button, all right? I teach you guys how to train, and I talk about investing too. But the investing is not financial advice. Remember, if you invest with me, you could lose all of your money. Not just some of it, but you could lose all of it. All right? I got to put that in as a disclaimer, okay? Because, yeah, you could. I've had some stocks that went to zero, okay? Literally. I've invested in some stocks, and some of them went to zero. Some of the penny stocks that I bought in the past. Some of them went to zero. But all it takes is for one winner, and it can wipe out all of your losses, okay? So, yeah, I've lost on a couple of penny stocks in my life, but just one penny stock that I had, that blew away all of my losses. It was called Herborium Group, HBRM. I think they're out of business now, but luckily I sold it before it went under. Let's see how they're doing today. This was an original penny stock that got me started with my wealth. HBRM. I made thousands of dollars on this one. It's down to 0001. Herborium Group. Yeah. It's 0001. Market cap is 1.4 million. Float is 10 billion shares in the float. Doesn't really look that good anymore. When I bought it, it looked good, but right now it doesn't. But, you know, if you still want to take a chance, you could buy it, you know. He's going to train you to be a lazy e-beggar loser. Well, I'm going to my full-time job in a little while, guys. This is my part-time gig. Dude, I got a full-time job. I'm doing this job as well. So, I'm literally putting in everything, all of my time, all of my energy to try to grow this channel, as well as work a full-time job. And I'm always constantly being burned out. I'm overworked, overstressed. And you guys are just calling me a beggar. You can call me whatever you want, dude, but I'm getting rich. If you want to get rich too, you know, think about subscribing to this channel, but it's not financial advice, okay? Not financial advice at all. Not at all. No one hires juggle losers. Yeah, we have 10 members, 10 or 11 members on the Patreon. And we even have members on the YouTube channel too that pay for YouTube subscription to me, because I've been telling people about silver and gold, and a lot of people respect what I do. And yeah, I'm trying to get money. Yeah, trying to get paid for this, dude. What is your definition of rich? Give me a donation and I'll tell you. Trying to get some super chats today. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's get our money. I sharded. Show us your banking account and I will become a member. No. Why would I do that? You know, that's stupid. I can't show you the bank account. This dude is just Cryax with better teeth. My teeth ain't even that good. How much physical gold do you have? You should not tell people how much you have. That's not very smart. That's how I know people ain't broke. Donate, you rich simps. Yeah, we got a lot of rich simps on here that should be donating, but they don't understand. A simp is always a simp. Okay? Well, some simps can change, but it's very, very hard for this to happen. For a simp to actually become an alpha male, they have to go through a lot of hardship. And a lot of the time, a simp can never ever change. Even after learning life lessons, a simp will still stay a simp. Okay? I've talked to a lot of simps, and I've told them the truth about what they need to do to become successful, to become an alpha male. And they just don't comprehend. They just can't understand it. They want to do, I want to get my woman flowers. I want to tell her I love her. I know she'll stay with me forever. And then she takes off. No, you got to learn how to be an a-hole. That's how you keep a woman around. Okay, learn how to tell her the truth. Don't always tell her she looks amazing. Oh, baby, you look so amazing. She's going to get so turned off. And you simps don't understand why that is. Because you don't understand female nature. Okay? This dude is a zesty boy. I'm not zesty, dude. No. That's okay. That's okay if you are, but I'm not zesty, okay? Do you have more than a tube of 20 ounce? Well, I'm not. You got to give me a freaking super chat and then I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly how much gold I have. It's so cringy hearing a grown man say the word simp. No, a simp is a real thing. It is a very real thing, and it is very important for men to learn how to become alpha. All right? It's not cringy at all. Not at all. The guy is an idiot. I'm out. Yeah. You can stay poor, bro. You have 0 huz. I need a refund. I've never sent you money. He can't read. Look at him struggle. You the struggler. Come on, guys. Let's get serious about this. Gold and silver, guys. Let's go. We got to get rich up in here. Fake chain. Fake chain. Yeah. Okay. That's what they say. Fake chain. And I'm trying to make money on here, and you guys are talking about the fake chain? Come on. Not at all. Not at all fake. 10K. Yeah, it's 10. This is 10, and then this is 14. Yeah. I was so happy when I got this thing, because it's just like, it's perfect for me. I like a lot of bling, and I don't have any diamonds. So when I came across this, I was like, it's got gold and diamonds, and it's less than spot. Okay, I'll buy it, you know. So I was so happy to find this, and I got it for less than spot. I got a killer deal, bro. I got a killer deal. Bling bling. Sounds plastic. People say it sounds weird. It does kind of like sound plastic, I guess. But it's just because the metals are a different composition. This is 14 and then this is 10. So if they were both the same carat, it might sound differently. If they were both 14 karat, if they were both 10, it would probably sound different. I don't really know. Did you get the pendant at a shop from a... private. Jingle the chain. That's not... Stop lying. Why would someone tell you something that's less than spot? Oh, well, they're desperate. You know, they need the money, you know. Yeah. Somebody needs the money, they'll sell something less than spot. Or maybe they don't know how to get spot. Yeah. Maybe they tried to sell it for spot and they couldn't get it. So then they had to lower the price. You know what I mean? Just like if I'm trying to sell a car for $10,000 If I can't get 10, I'll lower it to 9. You know what I mean? So you're asking good questions. You are asking good questions. It's just, it's not hard to figure this stuff out. Why would they sell it for less than it's worth? Because they can't get what it's worth. You know what I mean? Maybe they took it to a shop and the shop only offered them $2,000. And I offered them 4. And maybe they said 4 is better than 2. So this is little kid stuff, and you're just asking little kid questions. You got to rethink, rethink before you ask a question, bro. Thanks, bro. Bro, you got scammed if you thought you bought gold. I tested it. You can't sell less than spot, you melt it down. If you can't sell less than spot, you melt it down. Yes, but what if people don't know about melting it down? Yeah. A lot of people don't know about melting it. They don't know about going to a refinery. And a lot of refineries won't accept the public. Okay? Unless you have a very large quantity. You can go into a refinery and say, here, will you buy this? They might not want it. You might have to be a client already. Okay? So, yeah, you've probably never been to a refinery. You've never been to one. No, ever wonder how pawn shop stays in business? Yes. They buy something cheap and then they sell it for higher. Yes. That's what I am. I'm basically like a pawn shop. I look for deals. I go to garage sales. I go to flea markets. And I buy stuff and then I resell it. My chain went up over $1,000 since I bought it. Good for you, bro. I'm so happy for you. You made money. Because a lot of people, when they buy a chain, they actually way overpay. Because places like jewelry stores will charge you 3 times more than the gold's worth. So I recommend that you buy gold from private sellers. So this dude is a dunce. Oops, I meant something. Straight up dunce. I'm a dunce, guys. I gotta get like a dunce cap. That would help my views probably if I got a dunce cap. Dude, I could actually do that. Get a real dunce cap. Let's see if they got any on eBay. I'll look them up. Oil gets refined, not gold. Dude is so Timu. I'm a Timu Tate. Timu Andrew Tate. I love you guys. You're so funny. Dude, laughter is the best medicine. It really is. It really is. It helps your mood all day long. That's why I like doing these lives. You guys make me laugh. So, dunce cap. Let's see if we got a dunce cap for me on eBay. I'll buy one. There's a propeller hat for $35. I don't want that. Patagonia. Ceramic dunce cap. They really don't have any dunce caps. You can't find any. Yeah, that's about as much time as I want to invest in looking for one. I could get a propeller hat, though. I think what you are doing here might be working. It's actually hilarious. Propeller hat would be perfect for you. I could get a propeller hat and put it sideways. Shit, dude. I think you're right. I think it would be perfect. I always thought propeller hats were funny. I think the first time I saw a propeller hat was on that TV show called Family Matters, with that family with Steve Urkel. I think he had one, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, those propeller hats are funny, dude. What a loser. He just goes online, tries to act like he knows shit, and people just clown on him. What a glutton for punishment. I'm just trying to grow my channel. This is not easy, dude. Growing my YouTube channel has been the hardest thing I've ever done. I've taken so much hate, but I've been right every step of the way on gold and silver and platinum, okay? Take a lot of hate, but I'm right. You can't deny that I'm right. I'm right about the economy. I'm right about the president. I'm right about everything. I'm right about inflation is higher than they say it is. I'm right about the economy. The economy is worse than they say it is. So guys, you can say I'm a dunce all you want, but I'm right. Do you like... Yes. A propeller hat that and grilled cheese would be... I don't eat cheese, though. I want to get a grill, like an actual grill. Yeah. But now it's too much money. So I'm not going to get one. I would like to get like a fake grill maybe, or a gold-plated grill. And I'll just tell you guys it's real, you know. What do you know about jade? I don't know anything about jade. It's just a stone that is highly valuable. You can get massive chunks of it too. I don't know anything about jade. I really don't. I don't own any. I don't invest in it. I have no clue. There was a movie called Jade, I think. I think there was a movie called Jade. Yep, 1995. Jade is a 1995 American erotic thriller. Yeah, I was a little kid. Me and my buddy were little kids. We were like 11 or 12. He's like, oh, my parents got this movie called Jade, and it's got a naked girl in it or something. I was like, no way, bro. A naked girl? We got to watch this movie. So yeah, we watched this movie called Jade. Yeah. That's funny that I remembered that. I was a little kid. It's like the older I get, the more I remember from when I was small, when I was a little kid. But that's another topic. I'm an MVP at a refinery. I don't know why they call me that. Because you bring in a lot of stuff, that's why. I take my broken items and make myself necklaces. You probably bring them a lot of gold. I don't know, dude. If you're an MVP, that means that you're you bring in a lot. When was the last time you ever kissed a girl? Well, if you really want to know, about the last time was I hooked up with a girl on, I think it was about 8 months ago, maybe. Yeah, I've just been, and I was just, after that, I was like, okay, I'm good now for another year. Yeah, because I'm just I'm trying not to date. I don't want to stay around women because they can distract me. So I just, like, every few months or 6 months or a year, I'll hook up with one, and then I'll be good. I'll be good for the year. So in 2026, I'm gonna hook up with a woman in January. I'll just go on the dating sites and I'll hook up with one, and I'll be good for the year. Yeah, I'll be good for the year. And then I think in 2027, that's when I'm gonna find my wife. Yeah, because I think by then I should be financially set by 2027. And then I'll be ready to get a house and a wife. That's the plan. You gotta have a plan. Most men do not plan things out, okay? If you get one thing from this video, learn that you gotta try to plan out your life in advance. Make plans in advance, okay? Nice, LOL. Thank you for that 100, dude. Really appreciate that. And he's still ramping it up. I really appreciate you, man. Nice, LOL. I called on the silver. Never thought it would double, though. You thought silver would go up too, but you just didn't think it would double. Silver's going to do a lot more. It's gone up really fast, and it should probably slow down a little bit. It went up too quick. So silver, it might pull back a little bit. Doesn't mean I'm going to sell. I'm not selling any physical. For me, I don't want to sell my physical metal until silver hits at least like 90 to 100. And then even then, I really don't want to sell any. I think that's why I have my silver stocks. Because I can sell those stocks and then I'll keep the physical forever. And I'll give the physical to my kid. And then my kid will be freaking rich. I'm going to help him out. And then he can use that physical to pay for college. And then he'll be set. Okay? My kids are going to be set, dude. I'm going to make sure of that. What percentage of your money... and it's because I've had to struggle. So I'm going to make sure my kids are set up really good. They're going to go to a good college and everything. They're going to have high quality food. We're going to eat all organic food at the table. We're going to have dinner every night, all around the table. Hey, Big John, what's up, dude? Long live King Cobra. I remember you. Plastic grill. Can you answer my simple question? What is it? I'll just about the grill, lie about the grill like the rest of my YouTube life. What percentage of your money is in hard metals? Give me a big donation and I'll tell you. Because we're talking about portfolio structuring. And I only do that on the Patreon. Like how much percent of your wealth should be in various assets. That's information for the Patreon. So you got to give me a donation. And then I'll tell you. Anyone who takes this dude seriously needs to get their head examined. Maybe so. Maybe so. I am not perfect. I may be very, very good at making certain predictions, but I'm far from perfect. Like I said, I've lost money on stocks before. You know, not really lately, but yeah, over time, you're going to get, when you first start stock trading, you might even lose money. So first thing you got to do is learn how to not lose money. Then you can learn how to build wealth, you know? What an alpha. Thank you. Thank you. How much did the chain cost, if I may ask? Give a donation and I'll tell you. You want to buy my Shadowless Charizard Pokemon card? I'd buy it if you give me a good price. Dude's 5 minutes behind chat. Is this Pokemon hat? What's your favorite Pokemon? Scyther. Scyther. And I like Blastoise. I have a solid gold 22-inch rope chain. Yeah, I have a hollow 18K. I have it in another video. I just put up. Look at my videos, and I'll show you. I have a 18K. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I just want to show you. Here it is. I'll show you my my rope. That's my rope. This is going to be the video where I talk about my. Oh yeah. Oh. Look at that guy. Look how handsome he is. What I did, my strategy. I was buying. That's when I still kind of like was talking about Trump a lot, so I had a Trump flag, and then I really kind of turned on Trump because I knew he was like a piece of crap, you know. Wigger, let's go. Come on, guys, hit that subscribe button. Dirty little. Put your YouTube in dark mode, gang. Main costed $4,000. Well, I'll tell you. This one right here. That was 1,000, and this one was 29. But now, that ain't worth 1,000 anymore, and this ain't worth 29 anymore. It's worth more. I told you guys gold was going to go up. I told you guys. I told you back here that this was going to go up. I told you guys for 3 years gold was going to go up. My man does nothing but lie. Would it be better to sell gold or platinum to the cartel? I'm not sure. I really don't know. Don't know. But remember to eat your sardines. Gotta eat your sardines, guys, okay? Haha, say it long enough and it could literally come true. Say it long enough and it's... Yeah. If you say something enough times, it'll come true. It's, you know, you're affecting your subconscious mind when you constantly repeat things like, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich. That's what I do. Like, when I'm working at Burger King, I'm doing the dishes, I tell myself I'm going to be rich. You know, I'm not going to have to do this forever. And I just keep saying, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich, over and over and over and over. I'll say that usually maybe around 50 times a day. Something like that. Burger King needs to bring back the Big Dip Ranch Cup. Big Dip Ranch Cup. I never even knew about that Big Dip Ranch Cup. Yeah, I don't know about that. Please tell me I'm in debt $65,000 and the cartel is threatening to take my chains, gold or platinum. Dang. Homie works at BK. Yes. Yes. I'm also an investor and I'm a professional YouTuber. And I'm also a professional TikToker. I have a TikTok channel as well. Okay? And I manage my LinkedIn profile. I try to bring in new clients from LinkedIn, as well as X. So I try to run all this stuff, all the social media. I do it all myself. I do it all by myself. And and then I do the full-time job. I'm a full-time supervisor. So, yeah, professional YouTuber. Yep, that's my main goal is to blow up. Do I sell them my gold or platinum? I wouldn't sell, but you can do it whatever you want, dude. I don't give financial advice. I only tell you what I think is going to happen, you know, and I think gold is going to go to 10,000. And then once we actually hit 10, then I'm going to tell you something different. I'll be like, gold's going to hit 15,000. And then when we hit 15, then I'll be like, gold's going to hit 20,000. So it's just going to keep, I'm just going to keep raising the bar, okay? Same with silver. When silver hits 100, I'm going to say, okay, now we're going to hit 200. Okay, now we're going to hit 300. So I just keep raising it up. How you doing, Riff Raff? Please, John, I trust you, the cartel. Do a reaction channel, like where I watch stuff and I react to it. Yeah, that'd be great. I would do reactions for like UFC fighters and boxers and stuff like that. That's probably would be right up my alley, you know. I should just do a reaction to what other crypto YouTubers say. I'll be like, yeah, this guy's a fool, this guy's a fool. But I would get in trouble real quick doing that. All right, guys, what's gold at now? It's oh, we're coming back up. Are we coming back? Gold's bouncing back up now a little bit. How much do you invest per month with your Burger King salary? Give me a super chat and I'll tell you. What do you invest in? Just gold? Oh, give me a super chat and I'll tell you. Nice chain. Thank you. Thank you. Show us the asset stamp on your gold chain to prove it's real. Give me a super chat and I'll show you. We got to make some money, guys. Quick. I need to eat. I'm trying to bulk up. I'm trying to bulk. Let's make some money. He's going to pass. Okay. You do options. Yes, I do options trading as well as stock and crypto and the precious metal. But yeah, as far as how much of my salary I invest, you know, I could tell you like approximately how much, but I would rather just say everything. I pay my bills. I got, you know, my car is bought and paid for. I paid cash for my car. So I just got rent. I got food. I got car insurance. I got my phone payment and probably a couple other things in there, you know. But after that, after like rent, food, gas, everything, I invest everything. So I do nothing for personal enjoyment other than maybe a little bit of green here and there. But I put almost no money into any kind of joy or, you know, I don't go to the movies. I don't go to restaurants because I'm trying to get rich, you know. So I invest everything. Every penny that I have that is not dedicated towards bills. And how much is that? How much, you're asking? Per week? Probably about $350 a week I invest. Somewhere right around there. $350, $375, $400 a week. But when you're talking about summertime, when I'm making overtime, sometimes I invest $600 per week. Yeah, right in there. Depends if I get overtime or not. So yes, if I get overtime, sometimes I'll invest $500 to $600. If there's no overtime, I'll do about $350 a week. Do you have high yield savings account? No. My gold and my silver is my high yield. Could you put on a shirt because there could be little kids out there? Well, that's fine. It's legal to not use a shirt. But remember, guys, the game. Yeah, where is my shirt? All right, guys, Shiba Inu. All right, guys. Is investing in silver risky? Well, the higher it goes, the riskier it becomes short term, yes. And the lower it goes, the less risky it becomes short term. But long term, silver is very safe. silver is no risk at all long term, but short term is always risky. Yeah. Silver short term is always risky. You never know what's going to happen in the short term. So yeah, I would say silver is a risky investment for short term. Is your chain real? Yes. Invest into CS2 skins. What's that, Counter-Strike or something? Counter-Strike? Probably. I used to play Tactical Ops. Tac Ops was like the original Counter-Strike. And then Counter-Strike came out, and then Tac Ops just went away, which is weird. Why did Tac Ops die, you know? I thought Tac Op was better than Counter-Strike. But yeah. Let's see how silver's doing now. Silver price, let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. It's already come back up this high, dude. It's already back over 70. It's going to revisit these levels. It's going to revisit it, and then it's going to blow through. Okay? So here's the last 6 months. This was the cup, handle, breakout. See that? Cup, handle. And some people said this was a double top. I said, no, it's a cup. And I said we're going to go up. So I was right. Yeah. Dude, I've been studying silver for about 26 years. So yeah, I know what it's going to do. I know what it does, what it's going to do. I know how high it's going to go. I know pretty much everything there is to know about silver. Okay? I know what to look for when it's going to shoot higher. I know what to look for when it's going to drop. I know everything about it. It's just, I put thousands of hours into studying silver. So if you guys like silver, please share this video with all of your friends and family that want to get into investing. Invest. So are you in? Yes, I'm in silver. So would you recommend investing in gold and silver? If so, what carat? I would say pure, 999. I would only buy 999 silver and 999 gold. Well, I like to buy junk silver. That's 90%. So you could buy junk silver. You could even buy silver jewelry if you get it for spot. But yes, gold and silver is the way to go. Gold and silver. It's up to $70.11, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're getting rich on this channel, guys. We're getting rich. Do you want to make some money? Hit that subscribe button, guys. Not financial advice. I'm a non-licensed financial advisor, okay? I don't have a real license. I'm not a real advisor, okay? But you know, I don't want to be a real financial advisor, because then they got all these rules they got to follow and everything. I'd rather just be a pro YouTuber. I think I can make more money as a YouTuber than as a financial advisor. So, would you recommend investing in gold? Yes, just say 999 gold, just pure. What will silver be summer 2026? That's the great question, isn't it? It could be 40, 45 bucks. It depends if we get that big crash, you know. And if we do get that crash, the economic recession or depression, silver is going to come down. But that'll just be another opportunity to buy, okay? So I'm more concerned with the long-term picture. And I think silver is going to go much, much higher over time, okay? Short term, yeah, we could get a drop next year. I don't think we're going to get a drop till later in the year, but we'll see. I don't know for sure. But I definitely see a drop in silver coming. But I see higher prices first. We got to hit at least 90 to 100, and then I think we could see a drop. We could see a pretty sizable drop. How do you buy gold that's $9.99? It's coins. Buy coins, round coins. I only heard of 10, 14, and 18. Well, there's also, you could have 1 karat gold. You could have 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 21, 22. Generally speaking, though, they only make gold in 10, 14, 18, 22. Yes, you can get 24, but it's not practical. You know, you have to, pure is 24. A coin is 24. You should buy silver, you should buy gold coins. You should not really invest in chains and stuff. You shouldn't, because you're going to overpay. Most people that buy chains, they pay about 2 to 4 times more than the gold is actually worth. Okay? Will gold go up when Trump eliminates the IRS? I don't think he's going to eliminate the IRS. Don't believe anything that Trump says, okay? He's a scammer. And you can send this video to him if you know him, which you don't. How do you... Yeah, silver is going up again. We're going. See that huge drop? See how scared I was down there? And now we're all the way back up. Guys, if silver makes you scared, just ignore it. Just be like, oh, I'm going to stay strong. You got to hold. You got to stay strong. When I sell, I will tell my Patreon members. I will. There's no way in hell I'm telling you guys, because you guys don't give me shit. I'm telling my Patreon members the very day that I sell my physical, if I do decide to sell physical, or even if I say now, I'll say now this would be a good time to sell. Even if I don't sell my physical, I'll still tell my Patreon members when is a good time. Okay? So if I give you $100 and told you to flip it to 1,000 as fast as you can, what would you do? Well, I would buy option calls on a very specific stock. So I would do stock options. Yes. That's how I would make money quick. Stock options. How do you take gold and buy fiat? Well, you'd have to trade it for fiat, which is very easy to do. You just trade your gold in and you'll get fiat, but you wouldn't want to do that unless you're poor. If you're very poor and you really need the money, you're going to sell your gold. What you got to think of is that, how do I hold on to this gold? Even though I'm so poor, how do I get rich so I don't have to sell my gold? Okay? If you sell your gold, you're going to stay poor. So you're going to sell your gold, you're going to get some money, and then you're going to spend the money, and then you're going to have nothing. But if you can keep your gold, it's going to go up, and then you're going to get rich. Yes. The poor will sell. The poorest of the poorest of the poor will sell their gold and silver first. The very rich people will sell it when it's at the top. Okay? So guys, join my Patreon. You got to join. Yeah, but how do I take the wife out with gold? Why would you take her out and make her cook? What are you thinking? Your thinking is all messed up. She already wifed you. You know? She already wifed you up. Why do you need to take her out? You know, if she's you should be cooking meals, healthy meals inside. If she's already your wife, you don't really need to take her out that much. You know, are you really that poor that you can't afford $40 to take $40 or $50 to go to dinner? You're that poor? That's sad, bro. I need to sell my gold to take out my wife. That's negative thinking. You're appeasing to the woman. You're selling your high quality assets just to make her happy. And guess what, guys? That's only going to be a temporary happiness. She could still end up divorcing you. Even though you sell all your gold, you take her out, you buy her flowers. That's just going to turn her off more. Let me tell you, the more often you take a woman out, the more she's going to think that you're obsessed with her, and that turns her off. Women like a challenge. They don't like a guy that's head over heels for her. Oh, I love you. Let me do everything I can. I'll get you flowers. I'll get you presents. That turns a woman off. Women will stay with a guy like that, yes, because they like to get free stuff. But they will oftentimes cheat on that man with a man that doesn't want to take her out, doesn't want to buy her dinner. She'll just go right to that guy's house and just get it in right there. You know what I mean? I'm teaching you the game. This is the game, bro. Neil Strauss. Neil Strauss. Now we're talking about gold and silver. Dude, I'm a subscriber. Thank you. I really appreciate you, man, because every subscriber gives me more confidence in myself that I'm doing the right thing on here. So I really appreciate that love. Yeah. No, I'm not lying. I've been through it all, dude. I'm almost 40 years old. I've been having plenty of girlfriends, and I've had plenty of women leave me because I was the nice guy. I was the nice guy. And I said, you know, I ain't going to be a nice guy anymore. So I've totally changed. And guys, let me tell you, when you stop being a nice guy, the women will stay with you longer. They like guys that argue with them. Women love, I don't believe in abuse, but just to prove my point, women always stay with abusive men. They love to. They love to argue. They love to fight. They love it. They're messed up, dude. They're messed up in the head. Women love abusive guys, and they hate men that fall head over heels, that get them flowers all the time. They're like, oh yeah, that's nice. Now I'm gonna go have a fling with this dude, and I just won't tell you about it. And then, they find out later, oh, you have a Tinder. Wow, okay. These guys get played. Dude, if you're a nice guy, you're gonna get played like a fool. Okay? You're gonna get played like a damn fool. Did you make a new account? I could have swore I was subscribed. No, there's probably a fake account of me or something like that, dude. Maybe there's a fake account. But this is my real account right here. This is the real one. He says, wow, you are a tool. Yeah, some people think so. You are living with your mom. No, I have my own place. This is my own place. I told you guys, I'm leveling up. When I was first talking to you guys, I was living in my sister's basement. And I said, guys, we got to buy gold and silver. Now I'm leveling up. I bought. When I told you guys to buy gold and silver, I was buying too. Now I'm leveled up. Got my own place. I just bought a car. I paid for it in cash. I don't have to worry about car payment. My next goal is I want to get like a really nice all-wheel drive Toyota Prius. Then I can save on gas too. My car gets about 24 miles a gallon. That's not enough. Good thing I don't drive very far. As soon as the summer comes, I'm going to get an e-bike, and I'm like, one of the best ways to save money is to get an electric bike and drive to work on your e-bike. You will save a lot of money, okay? I was doing it. I had a Highboy electric bike, and I was driving to work, and I was saving on gas. And then I bought a motorcycle. So yeah, I got a motorcycle, and I got a car now, and I got my own apartment, and I got a ton of money, and I've been buying gold and shit. I got the drip. Dude, I'm leveling up, okay? You guys got to follow this channel. I'm trying to teach you guys how to level up. Hit that subscribe button. This is for real. I know I seem like I'm a joke. I dress funny, but my information is very good. Okay? My information is very, very good. You can't deny it. I've been telling you guys to buy platinum at 900. Now it's up to 2,200. You guys got to start investing. Okay? Well, now we know you're single and staying there. Yes, I want to stay single. I don't want to get a woman yet. Not until I get a house. Once I get a house and I pay for it in cash, which it could be next year, then I want to get a woman. Okay? You got to have something to offer. If you want to keep these women around and get a woman that wants to be your wife and stay together forever, you gotta have something to offer. Women don't date broke guys, okay? They don't date broke guys. They don't. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. I can't explain it. But some women do like broke guys. Because that broke guy, he don't care sometimes. Sometimes that broke guy, he has the attitude like I was describing, like he doesn't care. He's not always head over heels for that woman. The broke guy can't even afford flowers. So of course he's not going to get her flowers. And that's good. Like I said, when you get a woman flowers, that turns her off. But if she's really the woman for you and she's not going to cheat and stuff like that, it's okay to get her flowers like a couple times a year. I wouldn't get flowers more than twice a year. That's two times max. And that's if she's very, very serious about you. And you got to understand female nature, and you got to know what to look for, okay? You got to know what to look for in a woman. You show me a woman, I can tell you what kind of woman she is, because I've had the experience. So, there's a Patreon member said, hey, Juice Guy, my country, you can't buy a car in cash. You can't? They want you to go in debt. I wonder what country that is. You can't buy a car in cash? That's weird. Probably to help prop up a dying car industry somewhere. Who knows? I don't even understand that. Why? How much on average do you make per month on YouTube? I'm not a lot. You know, I don't even make enough to put food on the table. But that's okay because I'm an investor. So I'll show you how much I make. Let me see. Yeah, I'll show you how much I make, which is here. It's not a lot. 379. I just started though. And then I got these ones. Watch. I made 313 on here. So like if you go to one of my videos, like a short, let's just pick one like this one. Let's see this one. 70 cents on that one. I actually made 70 freaking cents. 5,500 views. 70 cents. So yeah, I have a video, 5,500 views. I made 70 cents. Some videos I make 5 cents. Some videos I make 2 cents or 1. So I'm trying to blow up, dude. Once I get more subscribers, really all I need to do is get one video that blows up. And then the money should start coming in a little bit better. So I'm really just trying to blow up, guys. I got to blow up. And I'm hoping that you guys can help me, you know, maybe sharing the video. So I make about I don't make much, a few bucks. Still think you're cool though. I think I'm cool. That's because I'm confident in myself. And if you don't think I'm cool, I don't care. You got to be confident in yourself and don't let other people's opinions affect you. Okay? Silver at $70.21 on Kitco. That's a ripoff. Thank you for the subscription, Tasmanian Devil. Hope you blow up in 2026. Yes. Yes, this is my goal. Thank you for that. My goal is to blow up in 2026. This is going to be my freaking New Year resolution, okay? I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to make 10 videos a day. I'll do whatever it takes, okay, guys? Because I really want to become a full-time YouTuber. I don't want to have a day job anymore. I'm sick of it. Yeah, the people are good. I work with good people. A lot of the customers are good, and I like working with people, but I want to be a full-time YouTuber. 2026. What's your dating advice? Yes. Usually men do not want to ask me for dating advice because they don't want to accept the truth. They want to stay ignorant. The fact that you're even thinking about asking me, that tells me that you're on the right track. So what do you want to know? King? And the haters be main ones to get you there sometime. Yeah, the haters could be the ones that get me to, yeah. The haters could make me blow up because the haters could clip this video and put it out there, and then more people will see that, and then they'll come to the real channel. They want to see, oh, what's this guy really like? You know? So the haters, yeah. BKB, yeah, BK is a grind, dude. We had 2 people there. 2. Me and one other person. And it's a grind, dude. I'm just constantly just put the fries in the bag, put the fries in the bag, put the fries in the bag, flip the burgers. Make a Whopper, make a Junior Whopper, put in the onion rings. Dude. Burger King is a grind. It's helped me a lot though. You know, Dave Ramsey says your income is your #1 wealth building tool. And that is very true. Obviously, it's so obvious that he's an idiot for even saying it. That's how obvious it is. You need to have income so you can build wealth. The money that you make at your job, you have to put that to work. Okay? So whatever money that I get paid for my day job, I invest that, and then it grows and grows and grows. And you see how silver's growing. Silver is growing, dude. I'm growing. It's getting bigger. It's getting better. Where's that guy that had the dating advice? I'm seeing a girl and she wants me to put in the back, but I don't want to. You don't want to put it in the back. If she wants you to put it in there, that means she's done it lots of times before. And that she's okay with it. That's kind of a slutty thing. I mean, I would just say do it. In my humble, totally unbiased professional opinion, I would just say do it. If you do it, do it. Who knows how long the relationship's gonna last, and if she's just looking for fun, and you're not telling me anything about that. You just want to know if you should do that, and I would say yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, fuck, dude, why not? Experience. You got to have new experiences in life. There's nothing bad about it. Wise men seek knowledge. Yes. That's what I'm doing. I'm a wise man. I'm seeking knowledge. I want for Christmas 75. This guy wants $75 silver for Christmas. Well, you just might get it, bro. Dude, when is Christmas? And Christmas in 2 days? Christmas is coming up, dude. $75 silver for Christmas. Yeah, and then watch it tank right after Christmas. I don't know what's gonna happen, dude. I think it's going up long term. That's all I know. And obviously, it's probably gonna go up first quarter of next year. We're probably gonna see some amazing numbers in silver first half of the year, and then I expect a big crash later next year. We bald heads must stick together. Yeah. The bald heads unite. The balding brothers. That's what my one buddy. I had two friends named Mark. The one's dead, and the other one said we're the balding brothers, and he's still around. Silver going to hit 100 in a few months. Could hit 100 in 2 months. Yeah. But remember, we could still get another pause and then go sideways for a while. Okay. Just because it's going up really good right now, it could still go sideways. And then it could go up again, I just know it's going to skyrocket long term. When do you know a woman wants you for your personality and not your success status? That's a good question. And I might have to think about that for a minute before I answer that, honestly. Because I was just not expecting all these questions. You can give her different tests. First of all, don't tell her how much money you have. Don't tell her how much you're worth. If you have 300,000 in the bank, act like you have nothing. Act like you just have a few hundred bucks. And then see if she stays. Okay. You have to test a woman. I would say the number one thing you can do is have dinner with her and her family. You got to go to her house with her family, like for Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner, and see how she acts around her dad. See if she respects her dad. That's one thing you can do, okay? See how she respects her dad. If she does that, it's a good sign, okay? Also, see if she ever holds the door for you, or does she always expect you to hold the door for her? See if she's willing to put in work, okay? Or if she just asks you for money. Like if she's constantly asking you to take her out for dinner, then she's telling you that she cares about your money, okay? But if she says, "Oh, okay, it's okay if we just eat in tonight. Let's just stay here," and if she offers to cook, that's a very good sign. So you have to be looking for signs. You have to look for signs. That's what I would say. Yeah. Look for disrespect as well. Yeah. A lot of men, yes, you see it, but you don't do anything about it. You have to see if your woman is showing you any bit of disrespect. You can ask her different questions to try to get to this. I don't know, but yeah, just look for disrespect. Tell her something that she didn't expect to hear. Say, you don't look that. Say you don't think you like the way she looks and you want her to change, and see if she goes, "Okay, I'll change for you," or see if she gets mad. "I'm not going to change. I look great." It's actually very easy to tell if a woman is going to disrespect you. But what most men do is they're simps, so they ignore it. Say, "Oh, at least I'm getting at least I'm getting it," and they ignore the disrespect. So men, you really should know if your woman is disrespecting you or if she only cares about money. It's really not hard to tell at all. You just cannot ignore the signs. Okay? I hope that helped. I wasn't really prepared to answer that question, but hopefully that helped a little bit, okay? Do you blaze? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. I like the answer very much. Thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, you should just be able to look for certain signs. You should be able to tell if she's ever rude to you. But yeah. I mean, it's not hard to tell if a woman's a good woman. But they will lie to you. They will pretend. But usually the truth will come out. Usually a woman cannot keep the truth in. If she's not a good woman, it'll usually come out. You know, I'm just very aware of how people act and everything like that too. So maybe it's just easy for me to tell. You have to educate yourself, okay? Okay, dude, there's a guy. His name is Entrepreneurs in Cars. Okay? I'll show you a picture of him, and you should watch this guy, okay? Okay, I'll show you this guy. Here he is. I'll show you. Okay. Check out this channel, Entrepreneurs in Cars. Okay? It's him right here. This guy. The hidden red flag. Okay? So, look that guy up, Entrepreneurs in Cars. Watch a whole bunch of his videos. Educate yourself, and then you'll be able to tell if the woman is truly into you for you. So, you have to educate yourself. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Another guy. Let me try to show you somebody else because this is important. This is very important. Learning about women, female nature. Check this guy out, okay? Steph is cold. That guy. Okay? This guy teaches you all about female nature. Everything that you need to look for in a woman, okay? And look out for as well. So check out Entrepreneurs in Cars and Steph is Cold. So, bro, no hate. You need to embrace the baldness and shave your head. You've lost the battle. I haven't lost the battle, dude. I promise you. I'm going to try to, like, eat healthier, take natural supplements. I already gave up. Well, I'm cutting back on energy drinks. I'm going to try to improve my diet. I think I can. I'm going to try to regrow it naturally first, okay? I'm going to try to regrow it naturally. Are you Donald Trump? No. Yeah, we're moving up. Silver, $70.32. Oh, yeah, boy. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Oh, it just popped up again. And now we're off to the races. See, that was a high this morning, and then it got crushed. And then boom. I think they tried to shake everybody out. They tried to scare everybody. Because typically, gold and silver will drop in the morning. But obviously, this looks like it was a big fake out. And it was a good time to do it. Because that's what the market expected. They expected a big fake out, you know. And they could do it, so they did do it. They manipulated silver down. Brother, your hair is just like mine. It's genetics. I just shaved my hair with clippers on number 2 guard now. You know what? I use number 2. Yep. I use number 2 as well. Zzz. We're the same number, bro. Number 2 is the best. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm right with you. I just shave it with a number 2. You know? And I just shave it real quick, you know, but I gotta shave this. I want to keep the mustache, but shave this. I don't know. It's time to go bald. He says I need to go bald. All right, guys. I have to go because I got to eat some food, okay? I'm going to try to come back and go live again at 2 o'clock, all right? I have 2 pounds of platinum for sale. What? This guy got 2 pounds of platinum. That's insane. If you're telling the truth, bro, that's what's good for you. Good for you. A razor, not number 2. No, I like the number 2. It's just easier. It's just zzz, 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 and then I'm done. Number 2 is easier. A razor, you got like, and then you probably cut your head. You know, I don't do razor. Yeah, I mean, the bald look is good. A lot of women have told me that they like bald guys. You know, they're attracted to bald men. Who knew? But yeah, as soon as I go bald, I'll probably get tons of women. Who knows? I don't know. No, it's all about your personality. And are you an alpha male? You know, women, they do like alpha males, so you got to learn how to be an alpha. How big are you? How big? This big. I'm not that big. How much gold do you have? Give me a super chat and I'll tell you. All right, guys. Weak. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for helping support this channel, okay? I got a few things to do. I got to look at some stocks. I got to eat some food, okay? I'll be back. Thank you. You guys are the best.